Okay, you're live, Bri.
Hello. Hi. Back after extended breaks. We back. Welcome back to Nat Disaster, the 4th session for us. I'm gonna go through speeding through these little announcements in the beginning just because it's a little shorter session. You're doing fine, Tech Wizard. But yep, so we are a new streaming service, 4 sessions in, playing some D&D.
Stream.
Whatever, streaming words. But yep, so this is our 4th session. We are just starting off, but if you could follow us on our social media and everything, that'd be appreciated at NatDisasterD&D, Twitter, Instagram, and our Google account. If you want to help us make anything cool content, you can send us artwork, any type of music. I would play it in the background, things like that. That'll be fun. But yeah, quick around everybody. Well, you should probably know our names by now if you actually are caring about our sessions. So,
well, we should reintroduce ourselves every time.
I know, but hi, I'm Brian. I'm the Dungeon Master. Right, that is Conlon right over there, the Tech Wizard who's playing as our Paladin as well.
Yes, I'm a Paladin named Bracket.
That is Brian over there. He's playing a Barbarian named Jinrash. Asia.
Hi.
Druid.
Hi.
Kyren.
Yeah. Catastrophe, what's up?
Hi, I'm Vicky. I play Nock the Ranger.
And then on the other screen, all the way in faraway state, there is Callum, the majestic... No, I didn't want to say the state he lived in over the internet. One of the 50. With the majestic beard playing the bard.
What's the difference?
Just didn't want to give away your location. Alright, but without further ado.
This is covert ops.
I'm warning everybody now, if I'm cranky to anybody, I'm sorry.
We're okay.
But hey, at least we're finally playing D&D.
Can we just play D&D?
Can we just play D&D, guys?
Production Manager Casey, how loud is the Callum?
She's not paying attention.
But
I emanate will this week, as you can see. But without further ado, let's try to make this disaster unfold a little bit better this time.
Still kind of low.
It's low? Okay, I can turn it through up.
So, last time, our adventurers, they had just gone through the preservation celebration, where things did not go as planned.
Nah.
And there was an attack of sorts. Afterwards, even the structures, Italia's promise, was almost breaking apart, though it was saved by the town cleric Muri. Afterwards, Muri did have a talk with the adventurers, tasking them with the Jar of Preservation, the relic that was the whole celebration was founded around. The relic from the beginning of time that Xylia was sealed away in by Ilios. These adventurers formed a party, finally, and they've agreed to take the jar to Warrior's Rest, where it sits outside of the festivities. But first, they agreed to stop by Nyra's Grove, the home of Kyren, to send a message on to the great druid Azariah, with getting some supplies beforehand and some goodbyes before leaving the town of Ladris. The 5 set out on their adventure on Jinrash's cart, now with a new horse, so they got 2 horses now. And halfway through the day, they found a hole in the ground to their side and decided to investigate. After looking in a little bit and some very bad rolls in a row against 2 mimics, the group became victorious, Nock hitting both of the final blows. And that is where we left off. Floor is open to you guys.
Oh, I'm looting those 2 mimic chests.
Just looking if there's anything there?
Yeah.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
I'm like in the corner and I'm like counting the money just to make sure how much there is. I know that you already said how much there is, but she's counting.
A 7 for 1, right?
It's gonna be 1 for like just searching the whole thing. Yeah. And you look around the mimic bodies and there's not much left. You can see their purple ichor form in between all the wood chunks that are slowly turning back into that purple ichor, and it's just kind of falling onto the ground. There's nothing on their actual persons. But if anybody else just want to investigate the room, there's the whole room now.
I'll
You wanna
investigate the room, but
Anybody
I
who
used a 20, right?
Oh.
Yep. Anybody who wants to investigate to see if there's anything else around, you can roll a
Ooh.
d20.
I got, wait, what do I add on to investigation?
Your investigation modifier, just check down your ability check.
So I got an 18.
18. Okay.
I need to get my dice out. Oh my god, they're being rude.
I guess not. But...
Callum, are you investigating?
I would like to.
I rolled
So,
a
can you
5.
explain to me what the hole looks like?
What hole?
The hole in the bottom of the ground.
We're
Wow,
already
right.
in it.
Like the actual entrance of the hole?
No. Like the pit that we're in. Whatever,
The
where we are.
18.
Oh,
Is it
everything.
like a dead end?
Yeah, it's basically when you climb down the dirt hole. Everything around you
Oh,
is
should we
a
go to
dirt
the battle
wall.
map?
Yeah, you can turn the battle map on if you want. Everything around you is a dirt wall. You can see worms falling out between some of the dirt and the ceiling just onto the ground. Everything seems, it's not man-made carved, but it doesn't look like a giant creature or anything came through. It looks like just something that was maybe developed over time, just through nature.
Once I'm done counting,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to look around for tracks other than ours.
Okay. So roll investigation. Or, this would be survival.
Survival? 11.
Okay. So looking around, you don't see any tracks really, other than maybe like a little few mice footprints around hand. However, almost at the same time, Kyren and Brackett with their investigation,
Hello.
they don't find any items, but they see a bush of sorts at the end.
By the way, Kyren, you're still a bear.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I am still a bear.
Would you like to remain that way? That's fine.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, so
Rocket.
Kyren's bear over here and Brackett's character come here
I'm like,
to realize
I'm a bear.
behind the bush,
I'm
I
a
think you can
bear.
do for like an hour.
Yeah.
yeah, behind the bush, there is a small hole.
A small
There's
hole.
another hole in the
I
bottom of
walk
the
up
ground?
to it, I walk up to it as
small?
a bear and I sniff it.
You sniff it.
I sniff it.
Okay.
How small?
Roll a perception check.
20, right?
Apparently there's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a
Plus
hole.
what?
There's a hole.
Perception.
What the hell is it? I always lose
Plus
things.
6.
21.
All right. So, as you smell down the hole, you don't smell any type of person, but you do smell. There's a little bit of fecal matter down at the end of the
Ew.
hole, but everything else is just dirt.
So I come up from sniffing it.
It smells like it's some sort of small animals.
So I come up just coughing as a bear.
I'm gonna look down the hole.
Okay. It's complete darkness. Are you holding up light? It's a very
Don't we
to
have-
answer your question
I
as
have
well.
night-
Yeah, we've dark vision.
Yep,
Yeah.
dark vision has a certain range though and everything.
How
So-
deep's this hole?
I don't think you do as a bear.
What's your dark vision?
My dark vision
No.
is.
You might
I
as
have
a
to find it.
I definitely would as a bear.
It would
The bears definitely
specify.
have night
Depends
vision.
on the bear's stats.
Bears definitely.
And to answer your question, Nock, the hole is very small. It looks like
Oh,
one.
dark vision 60 feet.
Okay.
I can see down the hole.
It looks like
Um,
it looks like it's a type of hole that only Nock might be able to fit under in its current state. And you get down on your knees to look down the hole, and you can't see anything at the end of it yet.
I'm
You're
gonna
just
ask
looking down. I'm not giving anything
Naresh.
for that. So you just see down there. It's to the end of your dark vision. It's just still darkness that goes beyond 60 feet.
I'm gonna ask Naresh.
Can
You have
I-
a little item
Can I
that
shoot
can light
my
up, right?
Light of Doom.
my night light
Light.
one thing?
Well,
Can I shoot a ball of the light at the end of the tunnel?
yeah. Give me a second. I just want to know. I think I gave a range on that.
I think it was 60 feet, if I remember.
If I kinda
but
see it,
could
it's
be
It's
wrong.
60. Yeah, it's 60 feet. So you can send one charge down the tunnel 60 feet if you would like.
I would like to do that.
All
I
right.
move.
Then I'm gonna go over
So-
to it.
Yep. And as soon as
Are we
he
all standing around a hole in the ground?
Yes.
he
Or in a hole in the ground, looking
We
at a
got
hole in the ground.
There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole. There's a hole.
There's a hole.
hole
Yeah. Hole in the bush, and the green grass grows all around, the green grass grows all around. Sorry,
All
I
of
was
us
a
have been to
camp
camp.
Oh. So Naresh
Maybe not Brian.
uncaps the top of his knight's guide, the item that you've
Gosh,
just
I'm sorry.
recently started to see,
That was
Nock,
cute.
that you're pointing out. And he
Cool.
sends
Try
one
this whole
charge.
thing.
A
See if
little
I can.
light blob just sends out from the top of the rod, and goes down about 60 feet to the extent of where Brackett was able to see, and anybody with dark vision was able to see down there. And you can see now it extends for 30 feet of light in that area now, so you can see a little bit further from where that is. And at the edge of that, it looks like the hole starts to open up at the end of the radius of the light now.
Okay. So can I fit in this?
I can.
Only-
Can I try a different animal? Hold on.
Wait, can she fit walking?
No,
I can fit crawling.
only even crawling. This is a size that
Hold on,
only
let me check what
Nock's
kind of
type
animals that
character
can be.
would
That's
able
what
to
I was
fit.
asking.
I'm gonna go through it.
Would
already.
a lizard be able to fit?
It 100% would.
Alright, I'm changing
Come
into a
with
lizard.
me.
I'm changing into a lizard and I'm gonna come
She's
with
gonna
her.
come with me.
All right.
That way I'm not alone if it's a trap.
Exactly. So,
So you
I'm
guys
gonna
are
be a
trying to
lizard.
go through the hole.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, me.
So
I'm
there's
following
this
her.
Do you have a
Whole get-
lizard mini?
Do you have
Why
a
as it
lizard
goes
to change
down.
out the bear?
Here, I'll put a little
Yes.
D4.
So you bonus
No, but
action.
I meant like, did we have anything to change out the giant bear on the map?
Oh
Probably
yeah,
not
we have
a
your
literal
your
lizard.
normal characters and everything.
I
so-
put a D4 for now.
Yeah, but she's a
So I'm a
lizard.
lizard now.
Yeah.
To be
Does
able
anyone
to
have a
fit
little
with her.
lizard? We need a lizard.
No, why don't you go buy a little
So-
lizard?
I have one lying
So-
around.
Low budget.
Hey, excuse me. I'm gonna change into a lizard and I'm gonna sit on her shoulder while she goes.
Okay.
Okay, so as Nock gets down on her hands and knees, it's a little bit cramped, but there's still a little bit of room, and you're just sitting on her shoulder.
Like, as I'm going, I also want to look at and see if there's tracks in
And,
here.
and at this time as well, but as you guys get
Can you
down,
also explain
Yeah,
what you're
as I'm
seeing,
going
just
through
in
there.
case?
the mouse comes out of Brackett's armor and
Floor front.
says, "Wait right here," and hops down and gets on Nock's other shoulder.
Okay.
Oh, yay! You're coming.
I'm like, hi.
Just
Wow,
looks,
an
it
adventure.
just looks over you.
Okay, and then I'll check for trap,
Why
like
do you only
traps.
hear it when it's all the way down there?
I
No,
mean,
you cannot.
and traps. I don't know if I can check for traps, but
You can check for
you
traps.
want a
Roll an
sword?
investigation.
okay.
I have extras.
I have stuff. I can use stuff.
Okay, you have daggers.
Ooh.
And we have all those daggers.
That's a 20 total.
Okay, so as you are going through, you do not notice any types of traps.
Cool.
There are ants just crawling on the surface all
That's
around you,
fine.
and some worms. Eventually, you do crawl, and you get down to where the light is, and you can see it does start to open up at about
No
30 to
problem.
40 more feet
Got it.
after that.
Okay, I'll keep going.
All right, you crawl down.
Can I speak as a lizard?
No,
Damn.
you can go.
I'm gonna lick your neck.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god, it's gonna like make you
Alright.
go.
And when you get down to the end of the tunnel, it does open up into a small room.
Ooh.
You can see that at the end of this room there are vines dangling across all of the walls, not covering them, but occasionally across all of the walls surrounding. It's a nice square room, about 30 by 30, 35 by 35 feet. You can see that there are worms crawling all over the floor in this area.
Gross.
Not constantly, you can step around them, but there are a lot in the area.
So can I jump down as a lizard and eat a worm?
I was
I
saying, swearing
see.
your lizard said they're not gross. They're
Yeah.
yummy.
And this is just from dim light, because that's coming from the light that
Yeah.
Naresh sent down there. The whole room itself is dark. I don't think lizards have dark vision either, so both of you guys can only
I
see with
probably
just that.
have a torch. Let me see.
Well, here's a question: can lizards see in the dark?
Yeah, I have a torch, so I'll
Google.
light
Yes.
one
Google.
of my torches.
Can lizards see in the dark?
Okay.
I'll light a torch so I can see.
All right. You get your tin box and pull out a torch, and you light it up, and the room does illuminate. And it's like suddenly you just see an armadillo in the corner. Just look and then
Aw.
climb through a
Aw.
hole into
Now
the
I can
side.
be an armadillo!
I say, sorry.
What type of lizard are you?
And then
Gecko.
Now I have to look. Gecko can see in dim light.
dim light.
Well,
So
it
I-
was dim light, so I can see him.
Yeah, so I'll say a very limited range dark vision for lizard.
Okay, well, I need to go. I need to go add
Yeah, dark
armadillo
vision,
to my
30
wild
feet.
shape.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Internet.
And so as the room illuminates with this bright light, you see the back wall has a small shrine with a woman figure on it. One that can only be reminiscent to the one that you saw in your dream that time, and the one Kyren remembers seeing from the time you guys.
So it's
Went
a
underneath
it's
the
a
tree.
Naira. Does it?
Nairo.
Okay,
It's
so
not the same stance, but it does look
it
remarkably
looks like
similar
her.
to Naira. In
Okay.
front of her, she is pointing down, and there's a little altar, and then in front of that altar, there is a pool of water. It's just a thin layer of water, though, as you can see, it drips just coming from the ceiling, just slowly falling into that pool.
Can I yell down the hole?
After my description.
Okay.
I just realized I wrote in my notes, can now turn into a fish.
So, and then
I love your
behind the
notes.
behind the shrine, there is about a 3x3 picture frame that's just hanging against the dirt wall. You can see on next to the shrine there is a little slot that looks like it would hold a torch, and then on the altar you do see some money that's just laid up on.
Okay, I'll first put my torch into the holder,
Okay.
and then I want to take a look at the picture frame.
Okay.
That's
So
still on her shoulder, it's hanging out.
there's
I lick
nothing.
your neck again.
There's nothing in the picture frame. It's just simply just a picture frame. Behind it there is the dirt wall with vines going through, but it's just a picture frame. It's nothing elegant. It's just a normal wooden picture frame.
What do you guys see down there?
Just give me a second. I'm trying to figure it out.
You hear it echo through. What do you guys see down there? What do you guys see down there? What do you guys see down there?
Sorry.
I'll just like get close to the hole and be like, I'm just trying to look. Like, give me a second. I'm trying to figure it out myself.
Okay.
And
And
you can't
then-
hear it because it won't echo, but I'm just going like this.
And then
That's
I'm
an
going
important thing to
to more closely inspect the pool of water.
As you get close to the pool of water, just out of nowhere, ringing through the area, you hear another.
I'm glad I'm here.
And that's the first time that Kyren is able to hear it as well.
Okay.
We
glad
all
I'm
hear
here
that
for
as
this.
well.
Very faintly coming up through the hole itself.
Okay,
But-
I'm gonna
I'm glad I'm here for this, y'all.
take out the pouch that I put my little flower in. I'm gonna like take out the flower. I'm gonna put it in the water. I don't know if this is a puzzle, but I'm gonna put it in the water.
You take the flower and you put it in the water. Nothing happens when you put the flower in the water, but as it's laying down in that thin layer of water, the ripples, in between the ripples, it seems like you're seeing some flashes of maybe some orange, maybe some purple just floating in the water for a second. It goes away once the ripples subside. But then you start noticing as each drop goes down,
I
you
was
can see
looking
those
at
little
that.
flashes.
Okay.
I'm not surprised. I'll use the bad sword.
I can't talk to you. So this is
I know. Okay.
You can always leave your wild shape.
That's
I'm not too
true.
big
But
for
then
that,
you
right?
won't be able to fit back
can-
through.
Yeah, then I won't be
You
able
can
to
fit
go
in the
back.
room. It's 35.
Well, I won't be able to make it back.
I mean,
This is her second wild shape.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like you can't manipulate Earth or anything like that. but you
That's
just-
fair! I should have made the hole bigger!
Then we all-
That's fine.
Why am I
Yeah.
an idiot?
I don't know, Miss Earthbender over here.
I am an earthbender, that's sad.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I'm disappointed.
Can't do any of this. I can just burn it, guys.
No.
Firebender.
Just breathe a fire down the
No,
hole.
thank you.
That would be
Please.
bad for everyone, Brian.
Especially the thing that made the noise.
Okay.
It said on fire. Good job.
Here's another thing I can do. I'm gonna put a gold in the pile of money.
Okay.
I'm gonna put one down.
Alright, you go over and you put a gold in the pile of money.
Yeah.
and The gold adds to the collection. There now it seems to be about looking at this. With yours, there's 4 gold, 10 silver, and about 22 copper pieces.
So it's the picture frame on the wall,
That's
my
small.
torch on the wall,
That
the
works.
statue, and then in front of the statue, a
Old
pool
man.
of water. Now with my flower in it.
Yep. You
That's
just
it.
sitting in there, and each time a drop falls down from the ceiling, you notice little tiny flashes of orange and purple in the water for moments.
I'm fine.
I'm
Just make
gonna.
mess.
Let me see.
Here, I'm just
Is this a puzzle, Brian?
all
Okay.
of it is.
Did you say puzzle?
Not out loud. I was talking to Brian. You think I'm talking to Brian in the game?
I'm
Who's
really
Brian?
close.
Out loud, hello?
Who's
Okay.
Brian?
I'm just curious, Naresh, is there anything you're doing or saying while this is going on down the hole?
This is all going down the hole, that's what she said.
Is there anything I'm saying? No, I'm just like,
Oh, we're arguing about not having a shovel.
honestly, can I,
Yeah.
We should have bought a shovel.
what?
We should have bought a shovel. It's on the list now. It'll take some time.
I'm
What were you
gonna
saying,
Yeah, it
Cal?
should be on the list. Can I
Or
go
pickaxe.
back to the horses?
You can if you want. You can
Don't
go
eat my
climb
horse.
to the hole. You would need to climb the rope out to get out of the hole,
Say
though.
that out loud.
We might not be
I
able to
actually
hear
do
him,
not want to climb
actually.
the rope.
We might not be able to hear him.
Okay.
We're like
I know.
60 feet away. So.
If
I
you
know,
would like
but
to go
he
over
wasn't
there and
down
climb back up the hole, you can.
This is us whispering to each other. We need to get a shovel.
I'll get
I
back.
would like to climb the wall.
All right.
Because
and you
I'm
are
a
back
lizard
outside
currently,
the hole,
I have to use the potty.
and I will get
That's
back
fine.
to.
Okay.
I will get back to that in a moment. So back over to Nock.
Okay, I'm gonna
Well,
try.
they're not in use anyway.
Mine
Because
are.
I don't know
Mine
how
are.
puzzles work. I'm gonna try
That's a you
casting
problem.
Cure Wounds
really
into
want
the
more of me?
water.
All right. You
I think
try
it'd be
to
funny.
channel some of your divine energy
I'll just roll it for
into the
fun.
water.
They don't
6
survive
points of
so much,
healing.
So who cares?
As you place your
Who has
hands
insurance on them?
onto the water,
Uh-huh.
and you go down to try to touch the bottom of the pool,
Why is our
Um,
son
it
dead? He killed
doesn't
himself. This is
feel
not my
like
problem.
you're
I didn't
the
do it.
bottom doesn't feel as solid as you would hope. Like it's solid, but like it feels like there's
I know.
A golf cart.
something. Like it feels like you go through for a second.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna take my flower out and put it back into the pouch.
You should definitely.
And I'm gonna hold my breath and put my head
Can
in.
it go 45 miles an hour?
So Naka holds her breath and hands on the side and just pushes her
Yeah.
head towards the water. And as your face goes through the water, you open your eyes and it's not the bottom of the pool that you were seeing before. It is blocked, so you can't go too far. But you open your eyes and you see, as if you're looking up from the ground, the same sky you were seeing in your dream.
Oh my god.
The purple and orange sky, the most magnificent twilight you've ever seen. And then just, you see tree lines above you, those beautiful flowers all around, and you see a figure just fly across the sky really quickly, and just one more time, and out of your sight.
Like 13.
Okay.
No, it's probably 13.
So I
You
can't
add-
go any
add-
That's what mine
further?
was. That's
Nope,
what one of
and
the classic
as you're
plate
looking
has.
up at the sky, you follow where the bird had gone, and suddenly you just see two things just falling down, and it looks like they are two more of those flowers, and they hit the water beside where your face was.
Okay. Can I reach and grab them?
You try to put your hand,
Yeah.
and the flower had actually gone through your hand when you tried to reach up through.
Okay, so I'll pull my head out. Are they there on the
You
water?
pull your head outside of the water, and there are two of those flowers
Oh my
now
God.
just sitting in the water.
Okay, I'll take the 2 more.
You see these two blue and pink flowers with the white swirl inside just sitting there magically. They were not there before,
Okay.
and now they're sitting in front of you.
Any updates?
1 sec.
Okay.
And I'll put them into the pouch
We've
as
been
well,
in
and I'll cinch it really tight so that they don't fall out.
All right.
And then I'm gonna go over to the statue,
Of
Naira. and I'm just gonna be like
Citation.
looking at her,
I can't see it.
like, what is this?
The neighbors.
And then I'm gonna just turn to Kyren
She just looks at you.
when she gets back.
I almost spit myself out.
Okay.
Yeah, grog.
Yeah.
I could use a beer.
I'll take my torch back. I'm gonna investigate the room just to see if there's anything that I missed.
All right. Roll an investigation check.
See, barely 45 miles an hour.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
We'll go 45.
All right.
Total of 21.
I forgot to grab a pencil out.
They're designed for crawling. They can crawl though.
Nat 20 added for Nock. Nock is still in the lead for Nat 20s.
Total of 21.
So, okay, now I need you, first one of this game, please roll a D1000.
D100 you mean? Or
D1000.
D1000? How is that done?
So, roll 2 percentiles and 1 D10.
Okay.
Tell me what roll the percentiles one at a time, so let me know what it is.
Okay, first is 40,
Okay.
10,
And now the D10.
6. Something weird's happening.
Hello.
I'm waiting for you to show up on the screen because I want to see how
Something really weird's happening.
So,
How
as...
weird. Me as a lizard, how am I reacting?
Well,
Oh, you're just cut
It's
off
just
by
my
the
shirt.
You cut
well,
off by the
just
battle map.
quickly catching you up, she dipped her head
It looks like you two are about to start making out on session.
She dipped her head into the water, and she saw through into the purity. And then her owl flew ahead again and dropped 2 flowers through that actually came through the pool, and she grabbed them.
Oh, no.
And you looked at her and just went,
Oh my god, that's so awkward.
And now she's
That's why we should make
investigated the
all
room.
the YouTube and everything content.
And
She
I
investigated the
Sorry,
room
Michelle.
and she found, as she's looking, she can just see digged into the
As
dirt
a
in the corner of the room
Thank you.
something white.
Okay, we don't need more mains. You can break those.
Something
Yeah.
white
Okay,
and
gotcha.
round.
There's nothing.
We already got one.
You're not
There's
exactly
two.
sure what it is.
Oh fuck, there's two of them.
Okay, I'll
There's more
grab it.
It's a
What's that
little
kid?
bit thick. I mean, the top
Who
of
else
it
had kids?
has.
Wait, no, there's only one.
It's cold to the touch, and it's got some weird
No,
top
we're
to it with
counting
notches
dumbass
where you can
junior.
put your hand in, so
Because
you are
he's
able to
not
get a grip.
mains.
And I'm gonna
He's a
need you
cows.
to roll a strength check.
True, but
Strength
he acts like a main.
No, yeah, it doesn't count.
Oh, that's
the
not very
worst, I
good.
know.
That's a 7.
That's a 7. You're pulling, and it moves a little bit out of the dirt, but it's still stuck. You pulled it out enough that the center of it, around the part that you're gripping, it seems like it has a black knob of some sort that you've never seen.
Okay.
Myself and
No, just stay as a lizard because you can't get back
Your
up.
option. She can't
Um,
speak that to you. She can do her.
I know, but give me a sec.
Wait, can she speak that to the mouse and then the mouse can still do nothing about
I'm
it?
gonna take.
Can I talk to the mouse?
I'm gonna
You
take
don't
one of my
share a language.
daggers, as I have daggers. I'm gonna take
You
one of
should
my
pick mouse.
daggers and kind of dig
No,
the
it still
dirt
makes
out
sense.
around it like a trowel.
You start digging it out,
I
and
see that all the time.
past the part where you were gripping,
A
it
lizard,
looks
a
like
mouse, and a
there
ranger.
it's starting to round out. It's a white surface that is attached to where you're gripping, and it just starts getting a little bit wider and round.
Okay. I'm
The
gonna
part with the
try to
nozzle,
dig it out
the
completely.
part with the nozzle has a little,
Oh, that one's a
little
trailer,
nozzle
that's
front,
much more
and
useful.
it goes down to the top of the figure, and a little spout where it looks like something can come out.
6.
I'm gonna turn the nozzle.
You start hearing a.
I'll turn it off, so I don't see anything come out.
Do you
Nope,
understand how faucets work?
nothing that she saw came out. She just started hearing.
Oh god, it's gonna be gas.
You
I
good?
turned it off.
Mhm.
Well, there's a torch lit in here, so I'm probably okay.
And you started digging. You started digging.
I haven't exploded yet.
I haven't
That's your
exploded yet.
response to me? I
Yeah.
haven't exploded.
I'm gonna keep
The
digging
torch,
it out.
the torch is on the other side of the room.
Okay,
But
I'm
you'll
gonna
continue
keep digging it
What do you
out.
mean you haven't exploded yet?
Okay.
That's worrisome.
At this time, the bracket's mouse comes over and just starts helping to
Aw.
dig a little bit. And
I help dig too!
and Kyren comes over to Liz 4, helps dig
Yeah, how
out.
good a Gaku.
Thanks,
and-
guys.
and enough-
I was really good at digging!
You're
Yeah.
kind of in the way,
Yeah,
but
or-
thank you.
Enough of it is out
I
at
was
one
good
point.
at digging.
Oh, okay. You could have been like a badger. That would be really good at
Or
digging.
I just like, how would I get in there with you? I would, like,
Oh,
I
a
would,
badger?
I would
Yeah,
walk
no,
behind
that
you,
would
but I
fit.
think I would want to like, be on you. I knew, so I would just like cling to your back and go all
I like
up.
this
Be
pic.
like,
So enough has been digged away that most of the structure's out, and you can see, yes, it just continues a little bit further
They only
down
dig when
the
they're
white
bored.
rounded part. If you gave one more tug, you
there
might
it
be able to
says.
get
I'll
it out.
try
Give a
to. I'll
strength-
try to pull it out again.
Give a strength check.
That's a battery charger, though.
Okay, that's a 13.
With that, a little bit of strength, you muster what you
super
can
strong.
and pull it free of the dirt.
10.
And sitting before you,
She's in from a leveler.
basically what you've never seen
Oh,
something
yeah.
like this before. It is
I
a
don't
white
like this.
cylindrical
I know
that's
who
kind of
maintained it.
it's short, about maybe 2 feet tall. It's a white around the top, and it has
Give me the Air
it
Force One
shorts
that
out
was
at the bottom, like
properly.
a little part to stand
It's
on.
still
On the
not
top, it
maintained.
comes up, and there are little parts where you can grab to hold on to,
Marines.
but it doesn't go completely around,
No,
just most
they
white
actually
part.
get
It
on
ends,
surface.
and then that's where the nozzle is, where you heard the sound coming out of, and the twist top at the top.
How'd you
Huh.
fix
Okay. Can I?
Well,
Is
that's not all
it
that
like
different.
heavy? Can I carry it?
You try to lift it up, and it feels like it's a little bit heavy, but it's a lot lighter than what you would expect.
Okay.
It doesn't feel like when you move it around,
Does
it doesn't
it
feel
look like
like
it
anything's
could
sloshing around
fit
it.
through the hole?
Yes, it can. It's a little bit shorter than you, so yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait, that's 1200.
Then I guess
Puts it between the like this.
I'll try to bring it with me through the hole.
All right.
This is
No, you can
absurd.
get them so they're lifted.
Okay.
I'm bringing something almost as big as myself through a tiny hole.
So I
I'm
need
just like,
I need you as you're pushing it through the
Yeah.
hole. There's a slight incline on this one.
Okay.
You notice that you didn't notice too much when you're going down because it was a small one, but it goes slightly up. Just roll a general athletics check
okay, that's good.
as you're pushing this up.
I'm actually
through the
proficient
hole.
in athletics, so. Oh, good.
oh,
6 total.
6. It's a little bit difficult. You can see that you're struggling. You only get about like 20 feet before it's getting a little bit stuck.
I'm gonna try to like smooth out the
I'm gonna look
dirt
down the
around
hole,
it.
see how they're doing.
You still
what
can't
they're
see
doing.
jack
You can
shit.
see with the light where
Yeah.
Naresh had put a light down there before. They are just at that point, and you can see just
Like
a
smoothing
white
What do you
around.
see? What do you see?
a white round object
It's
that
round.
you've never seen.
Guys, rope. We can pull it from over here.
You just see Nock just
It's
trying to
already
dig out,
kind of stuck in a hole right
and
now.
you are able to dig a little bit of the dirt
Yeah,
out
but
first.
Okay, and then
so
I'll
you try
keep
pushing
pushing.
forward.
Two
Another
of us over
athletics
here.
check.
Alright,
Don't
You
throw
can't-
the
That's better.
axe.
17.
No, I'm throwing the rope.
17.
Take a
17 total.
rock
Okay, so you take a rock, you tie the rope around it,
Yeah.
and you throw it down there.
and lob it down.
It gets about 50 feet down, and as Nock starts pushing it forward, it gets caught on the rock.
Tie the rope to the cylinder.
There's not a lot of room to do that in this hole.
Do it.
That's what
Yo!
Can
We're
I
just gonna
even
drag
reach
it.
around it to grab it?
Can she
Probably
still
not, right?
earthbend as necessary when she's
You
No.
can't cast spells as an animal.
God. Oh, because you don't have your spell casting stuff out when you're an animal. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna say to try to reach around through the dirt.
Probably not, right?
So try slide a hand check to see if you can slip it in there.
Okay.
Slip it by.
We're sorry
15.
we didn't bring a shovel.
You're
This
able
is
to
some
reach
hindsight
around
that we
and
didn't
you're
see.
touching the rock, and you can just pull the rope
Hindsight's
a little bit to the
20/20.
corner and try to untie it.
I don't speak
Okay,
lizard. I'm
I'll
so
try
sorry.
to. I'll
Do you
just
speak
grab
lizard?
the rock and wrap it around the
The
bottom
dragon
of
doesn't
the.
speak lizard.
Right?
Like where the notches where you
Oh,
were
yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one I was holding it
Next
by
time,
before.
pick Komodo
Yeah,
I'll try to
okay.
tie it around that.
All right, you have
I'll
successfully
say,
tied.
okay, I'm gonna push, you pull, but not too
Yeah.
We're
hard.
falling?
Now we're gonna
Not
pull.
too hard.
Nice and gently.
I'll
And
try.
That's
Gentle's
all
not my
three of
forte.
us.
One of you can either both roll a
I feel
strength
like
check,
I should
or
have
No.
to.
I
you can roll one with an advantage. One of you.
I should also have advantage because of lumber. For
You said roll
lumberjack.
That doesn't
advantage
give you
with-
advantage. That's just a cool
That's not double.
feature of your
advantage.
backstory.
Okay, fine.
You are your strength is your lumberjack.
I can't help
Well,
it.
I do have a +3
That's
for it.
fine.
And apparently the lizard doesn't
Okay.
speak dragon. The dragon
17.
speak lizard.
17. So you're able to pull it, and suddenly it is no longer right in front of Nock.
Oh my
It's moving through there, and you guys within a few seconds are able to pull it out of the hole.
Okay.
Okay,
didn't
as
roll,
soon
mine
as
was
he's
a
doing
one.
that, I'm gonna
It
go
was.
back and grab my torch so that I don't lose a torch.
All right, and then
And
you
bring
guys
it
all
through.
crawl out of the hole.
While she does that, I'm gonna jump off as a lizard, run back up, and just jump on his shoulder.
Okay.
Where's my mouse? He dead?
All right.
Where's my mouse? Is he dead?
And
That'd
before,
be really inconvenient.
and
Don't
before we
wave me off.
before
No,
we
no,
get to
I'm
that,
waiting at you.
I'm just gonna go smell.
and before we get to that, Naresh, so
Yes,
what were you
Larry.
doing when you got to the top of the
TJ.
hole?
This would be convenient.
Oh, I was just gonna go and sit in the car and like wait for everyone to show back up.
Is there
Really?
Maybe
Thanks.
like play my instrument and like
He's
I don't
tuning
know,
his
look up at the
instrument.
sky.
That's what he's doing, man.
roll a perception check?
Quickly before anybody else actually does show up, I'm gonna drink some blood.
All right. You're gonna pull out one of your pouches
I'm
of
just
blood,
gonna drink some
the
blood.
little jars you
No
have,
biggie.
and take
No
one
big
ration worth
deal.
of blood.
Yes, I am.
All right.
That's what's just gonna be. Well, that's what's panicking
And also,
so we don't die.
Roll
Or
a
not
perception
to
check
die.
at disadvantage, Callan.
Oh, I just
Oh,
remembered
you
I
go.
have beer in my water skin.
Yo, pass it over
I
here.
have beer in my water
Oh,
skin.
why did you not leave that there?
Hold on. We'll get back to you guys. Give it a second.
He's full.
I got a 13.
13. You think for a second you catch a flash of green in the distance upon one of the hills. It seemed like a figure with a green on it, but it's quickly disappeared, and it could have just been your imagination.
Ow.
How far away is the hill?
The hill, it's about like 150, 200 feet away past the hole.
Asia, do you have two of the exact same water bottle?
Huh?
Do you have two of the exact same water bottle?
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna
This
put
is
my
small.
instrument away
It's
and
the same exact brand, it's just a different
like go and investigate.
I have 4 of them.
Alright, you're gonna start heading towards
awesome.
the top of the hill. I'll get back to that.
Unnecessary.
Alright, so
That was
once
a
you
good
guys
high five.
get out of the hole, Nock crawls out of the hole, and you guys are
I have a
standing there
torch
with
in my
this
hand.
weird new item.
I'm gonna say
And I have a
don't.
lizard on his shoulder.
I'm
I'm
gonna
glad that
say
it's
to
still very
them-
bright here. My sword's still glowing. Never turn that off.
It is.
Okay, I'll
Extinguish the torch.
I'll
so we
turn
can
it
use
upside down and put it into the dirt.
Okay.
Just make sure you bring it with us. That way we.
And yeah, I'll put it back into my backpack. And then
I'm
I say,
saying a lizard.
maybe don't turn the nozzle because nothing came out, but I heard a sound. So.
That might be sketch. Go upstairs.
Yeah.
Upstairs. That's not the right word.
Oh, how are we gonna get this out of the hole?
Send lizard man up first. He's strong.
With lizards.
Wait, we have horses.
That's true.
What are you talking about?
And if you when you go over
I
there,
could just
find
tie
the
it to
ethic-
myself and climb up the rope.
Okay.
Yeah, and it did not seem like you had too much of a problem when you were pulling it.
Wait, I can just carry it with my
it's-
tail.
It might have seemed a little bit heavy
Hindsight.
to Nock, but to your more fit forms, the
No,
lumberjack
fit's
forms,
not the right word. He's slightly larger. That's
I
just
have a
how it
You're
strength of
able to
14.
pick-
Leave
you-
me
you were
alone.
able to
I'm
I have a
3
strength
feet
of
tall.
17, that's why.
That's impressive for how small you
I
are.
don't know what
It's
strength
awesome.
I have.
So are you guys
Well,
heading
currently
out
you're
of
a
the hole
lizard.
with it?
Yes.
So it's a little lower
I'm
than normal.
taking it.
All right. So
That sucks.
If anything, I can beat people with it. It's
Everybody-
I'm the
not-
weakest one.
everybody who's climbing out of the hole on the rope that is there, roll an athletics check.
Actually, you know what?
All
No.
of us.
Because you just did that, I'm jumping off of his shoulder and I'm climbing up the wall of the lizard.
Okay.
You don't have to look at the lizard in the book.
Oh God.
Okay.
It's in the book. I
For
guarantee it.
simplicity, I'm gonna say the lizards have a climbing speed. They're agile things. We'll just like hold on to the little knots.
21.
She's fine.
We'll
This is
just
not
have
what I get.
walls all the
21?
time. 21.
You are completely fine. You just like gym class that you never went to. Just up the rope.
I mean, I've climbed things.
What is this checking?
I
Agility,
lived in
you
a
said?
forest. I
Athletics.
climbed things.
Yeah, you have a lot of experience from climbing trees.
Thank
so help that
That's
here.
why
God,
athletics
that I have a
makes
great
sense.
modifier in athletics.
I don't know
It's
if I got
9. I rolled a 3.
Man, I can't believe I rolled
Okay.
a D1000.
So
What?
as Nock is just
I'm-
no, hold on,
these guys are
and
playing these
Jinash,
dice.
roll your athletics as well.
Yeah, no, that was caught between everything.
I missed that. I rolled
That's a 5.
D1000.
Plus
Plus-
modifier.
I don't know what I got for modifier.
Athletics.
Where is it?
It doesn't
Like,
want to
what?
Where would that be?
Okay,
in
I'm
the
gonna take
mobile
my
version?
D4
Athletics
back.
is A at the top. It's so.
Okay,
If you
so
go to skills,
we're all
Oh, you
like
have to hit
here
skills.
now.
Yeah, that's why I like using the computer. It's easy.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. on the
Thank
computer.
God I have a
Just
plus
go to-
6 modifier in that
just go to
thing.
skills.
Except
You have your
he's
phone?
out of here.
Because she's finding it.
oh.
I'm here.
Where the
We're at the bottom of the
Yeah,
hole.
it's not.
Don
I don't think
mind-
it's loading everything.
I guess now I'm
Yeah,
out
it's
of the
glitching
hole.
out here. I can just switch to him.
Is everybody like out of the hole at the moment?
She should have a plus 6 or something
once
like
once I'm outside, like when I climb the wall and I'm out where he is, I'm gonna change back into myself.
Okay.
He put me on there.
that. You have a plus 5 to
Yes.
athletics.
I do?
Yes. So what's
So I'm
your
at
total?
10.
Yeet!
Okay.
Lizards!
So
You're
Nock
still a
goes.
lizard.
Nock goes first, and Nock easily just climbs up the hole, and Brackett goes second, and it seems like he might have gotten a little bit injured in the fight. He's trying to climb but
Yeah,
struggling.
that's
His hand
reasonable.
keeps slipping, and he gets midway up, and Jinrash starts climbing, and Brackett just starts sliding down the rope a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
This is also
Um,
because I have 15 health left to fight 30.
Oh, shit.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You were sliding down the hole, and he's
I've had
coming
3
towards
bad
you.
rolls.
I
So
will
when he
help
gets back
pull.
up, I'm using Cure Wounds on him.
I can
Okay,
do that
not
too.
up yet.
Wait. Here's the thing. I'm gonna loop my foot
Mhm.
in the rope
Okay.
to give myself a little boost
Okay.
so I can actually like climb it correctly.
Mm-hmm. He's
And
still
I'm-
falling towards you.
I'm gonna stop it so I
Okay.
can't go down anymore, and
Okay.
I'm gonna be a brace for him to
Alright.
get a little rest.
And he's just sliding down, and his armor just clanks on your head, right on your scales.
So
Thump!
he's sitting on
He's
you.
basically sitting on your head while holding it.
By the way, because I'm a paladin, I weigh a decent amount because I have heavy armor. and
Just gonna
2
stand here.
swords
Alright.
and a shield.
I'm like,
I'm
I'd
just gonna
help
stand
pull you
here.
up, but I think I'd just fall.
We can use the
It's-
horses.
Wait, we're
We can
attached
use
to the cart.
horses. Yeah, let the I'll go to the front and have the horses start walking so it pulls the
Yeah.
rope out.
Okay. Alright,
Start
and
problem
then,
solving.
as the
I
horses
have proficiency.
make an animal handling check.
It's 20 again.
When we go up, I need to use cure wounds.
19.
19. You're easily able to just calm and convince the horse to start moving forward, and slowly, as Brackett's sitting on Jinrash's head, the rope just slowly
Stabbing you in the
starts
skull with
pulling
my
up.
armor.
until they get to the edge and
Burn
they
you.
can start climbing up top. And as this, pause really quickly. So Naresh, this was all going down at the bottom of the hole. You were walking about 150, 200 feet up to the top of the nearest hill. Right?
Yes.
Anything else? So you get to the top of the hill, and
Drink some blood.
ahead of you,
We did.
you see a lot of grass.
No,
there's a lot of
no,
hills.
no.
This is
Drink some blood.
You've never been here before, but this is known as the Ladrician
casual.
grasslands.
It's almost like it's not.
And it's just hill after hill. You can see some goats. You can see some sheep out in the fields, just over there, just
Don't you dare
frolicking.
kill a goat, I'll kill you.
But you see nothing that resembles the
kills you with
green
the
that you
goat?
thought you might have saw.
Shit.
And behind you, you can just hear this like a clang from the hole, and you hear the horses start pulling people up. Just like, yep, okay. You can hear them start getting out of the hole.
Can I make another perception check while I'm looking for the green, like quickly, and then if I don't find it, head back to the group?
Roll at disadvantage.
Okie dokie.
They're just gonna be like, good horse, good horse, good horse.
That's actually great.
Wow, really?
I'm sad that I had to roll at disadvantage, but that's actually a really good roll.
That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one.
Total?
It's still Delaware.
I got a 22.
Wow.
22. At the edge of your vision for a second, you can just see a figure with green, and then a four-legged figure with green running together, and they get around another hill, and then they're out of your sight again.
Just do like a small stage.
I've seen that guy.
Just doing their shit. Alright, well, they're out of my sight and they're away. So I'll go report that to the group.
Alright. And you walk back to the group. Everybody is now out of the hole, and you guys are next to your cart with this new strange object.
Okay.
Do you want me to identify it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Go
What's
right
happening? I
ahead.
didn't pay attention.
I don't know if it's magical. It looks kind of weird,
What's a
but
cylinder?
might as
Yeah.
well.
Oh wait, I can use the. Where is it? What was the stupid thing I
What?
can use? I have a thing I can use that I don't remember where it is. 'Cause I'm dumb.
Actions.
As-
Actions or spells.
So as he's ritually casting Identify, what are you doing?
Divine sense.
You cast Divine Sense.
Yes.
Okay. As you cast
I know
Divine
that one.
Sense,
I know.
nothing in your area picks off your radar except for Naresh.
Yeah, I'm aware of that one. I'm aware.
And at this moment, the rat
Um,
the rat just climbs back up on your shoulder and sits there, and she even says, "I'm not sure what this item is,
I'm gonna say to Brackett, I like your mouse, by the way.
but
Awesome.
Okay, cutting in between the game just for a real life thing, just because I'm such a girl and I'm really excited and I have to say it out loud. Fucking
On stream.
To All the Boys I've Ever Loved 2 comes out in February and I'm gonna.
That definitely
That
peaked the mic.
really
Sorry.
keeps the
Fine.
mic.
Sorry, I'm
But-
excited.
but the mouse comes on your shoulder. I'm not sure what this item
It's
is,
a
but
Netflix movie.
I might know where it's from."
Where?
Can I get that? Okay.
That's not something you need to know yet.
I'm gonna.
I understand.
As he is trying to
Can we
cast
get an actual
Identify on it,
good description of this
Yeah.
cylinder?
so
Oh,
as
you
you
can see
guys
the
are
whole
looking
thing?
around it, you get this. It is a white cylinder, probably about this big. It's rounded out, and then at the bottom it curves in, and there's a little circular part that it's standing on. On the top, there's another one, except it has notches in it that go partway around.
It's a propane tank.
In the center, there's a nozzle that you can turn, and then
So
a
there's a
front.
giant.
And there
fucking
is
propane tank that we
letters.
don't know what it
There's
is.
No,
letters
25
embroidered
pounder.
into the side of it, but it's in a language
gas tank.
none of you guys know how to
Or-
speak
None
or
of us?
read.
Air tank.
Wait, no.
I'm
Wait,
gonna
how big is
show
this thing?
them
How
how,
wide is it?
It's
if
about
I
2
turn
feet
the
tall,
nozzle,
about a foot wide.
So you're telling me it's a propane tank?
I'm
I
gonna
don't
show
know.
them
You guys
how.
don't know what this is.
Yeah, no, for normal human beings.
It
Normal
looks-
human beings.
It looks
This
like
is
a
a
propane.
propane tank.
It's a
Thank you.
25 pound.
In case someone wasn't visualizing it, it looks like a
Yes.
propane tank.
I'm
It's
gonna,
a
I'm gonna show them how
25-pound
if I
propane.
turn the nozzle, it makes a sound, but nothing comes out.
As you turn now, you just start hearing just the.
And then I'll turn it off.
Wait. Oh, I was gonna do the fun thing. We should see if it's flammable.
No,
Nothing's
it's not.
coming out. What do you
Well,
mean?
it's hissing. It could be a gas. Gases
I
hiss.
don't think we know what gases are.
No, you should know what gases are because things
Steam.
can
Science
hiss.
isn't a
Steam.
thing.
Science is definitely a thing because magic isn't all magic. Some of it's science.
Are you gonna try to put fire near the propane tank?
I'm going
not
to
the
step
flameproof
back.
person's gonna do that.
I am going to
It's
go.
still gonna hurt me if it
frickin'
explodes.
I'm gonna
Not
go
that bad,
all the
though.
way over here.
As Naresh is still just sitting next to it, trying to identify.
Oh my god.
10
Wait,
minutes.
if she goes
We're gonna wait till
away,
he's
so am
done.
I follow you.
10 minutes pass by, and this
When
is
he's
not
done,
magical.
we'll test this theory. Are you done,
It's
sir?
not magical.
Oh no.
Not magical, so we can test on my next theory, which is stupider. Which is always
No.
Oh, I want to look at the metal
Mm-hmm.
on my watch
I'll get back.
and see if it's the same type of metal as the object.
It doesn't. It doesn't appear to be the same color.
Is it the same like texture? Like when I rub it?
Is it painted white like a paint?
The sides
Oh
of
my
it
god.
feel like you do know what metal is, and
Yeah.
both of them do seem to have that metallic feel to them. It's just around the side on the.
Yeah, I'm just
Wait, can any of us see
This is weird.
see the actual quality of metals or no? Or be able to tell the quality of metals?
No, none of you.
Okay,
Or
that's
like
the most
the
intelligent
type.
thing I've said the entire time.
We're not blacksmiths.
Yeah.
If you
I
were
mean,
a
it's the closest thing we
blacksmith,
have.
So
And I used to
I'm a
know swords,
carpenter.
but I don't remember what happened to me in the past, so I don't know what's going on.
So Jinrash, what are you doing?
you're actually.
I'm not gonna fucking
I'll
start
open
fire
it. I'll
to
open it if you do the fire thing.
You guys
No.
don't know
Oh
what
my
it is.
God.
To be fair,
No.
Actually,
Brian wants this to
I'm
happen
gonna
so
say
badly.
Ryan wants
probably-
it to happen so
Wait,
bad.
I don't care. I don't care what happens. I'm just curious about. I'm trying to calculate the damage in my head.
I'm
of
gonna
what
say
this is
I'm
doing.
probably not actually backing away because I
Well,
don't
no,
know that
it's not like it's
doing
gonna, the whole
it.
thing's gonna light off. We let a little bit out, we close it, we
How
see
about
what
no?
happens.
If I heard
Wait.
the noise, then my character probably backed up because I'm very unfamiliar with that. So
Do we have
my character
like
back?
a stomach of a creature?
Okay. When
No.
you're back,
Oh,
I'll be
leather?
like, okay, I'll step
No,
back too.
no. If we took like the stomach.
Yeah, they're all
Straight
over
take the
there.
stomach.
Oh, you're trying to fill us in? We're making a gas balloon that we're
Yes!
What the hell
making
are
a
they
bomb.
doing?
Yes.
So what are you guys doing?
Give me a sec.
I don't want to make a gas bomb.
Naresh, what are
Wait a
you? What are
second.
you doing
Water
after you
skin.
identified it?
Yeah, does
and
anyone
it
have an
wasn't
empty
magic?
water skin? Wait, just
Mine
drink
is
the
full
beer.
of
So
beer.
I'm trying identifying
Have the
it,
beer.
and
We'll
there's
solve
nothing
it.
magical
No,
about
we're
it.
gonna figure out what
Yep.
this thing is, or what's coming
So
out
I'm
of it
just
because it's
placing it on
making
the
it.
I'm
ground.
just
and I'm
gonna
gonna say
take a sip
there's
first
nothing
because I've
magical about
literally
it.
never
I
had
want
beer.
to let you know
So I'm
that
gonna
it's
taste
Wait,
it
shh,
first.
everyone quiet. Restart. We weren't listening.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm explaining that it's not magical. I'm putting it on the ground, and I'm going to tell you guys about the green figures that I saw.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna say
That sounds way more
I
interesting
saw
than our
that guy
stupid thing.
actually. I saw that guy like a couple miles back. He just walked away. I think he's just like a hunter or something.
Well, yeah, but that
Probably
sounds like he
fine.
might be following us.
If he's ahead of us, how is
They
he
were
following
running.
us?
That's fair. We're
They
following
look
him.
like that.
We're the ones following him. He's ahead of us.
Oh, okay. He's
It's
observing us.
fine.
How's that better?
Yes, better.
It's fine. We have more people.
That is true.
That's
But your paladin, who definitely is supposed to be like a tank-like character,
Okay.
is almost dead.
Okay, come here.
Oh yeah, let me use.
I put my
privilege.
hand.
Oh, we,
I
can we
was
all
gonna
use
let
our
me do
cute?
it.
Too late.
Wait, we can all do it.
And Jinrash also
What?
has the
He said
healer
he's at a
feat.
15.
Yes, I do.
I still never got to do it. You
Well,
But
so-
I don't have an
can
actual.
do it again.
Oh,
I only
yeah.
have one healer kit.
No.
Yeah.
Don't use that.
Yeah,
Don't use that
Kyren,
stuff.
you did say the second he got up, you would have cast Cure Wounds on him.
So
can
you
go
probably
ahead and
would have
cast
done
Cure
it
Wounds.
first, because you said the second.
There was a lot of people saying commands at me.
Here.
Yeah.
I
You go
apologize.
first.
Is everyone doing cure wounds on me? We have to see if we
Yes.
make
She
this
has
up.
to go first.
She went first because
I'll
she
go
did say
last.
the
Should be a
second got up.
D8 plus your spell modifier, so plus 4.
8.
All right, so you heal 8 hit points.
Okay. Let me scroll up to that section.
How hurt are you still?
I have 33 max, and I was at 15.
Okay,
You're at
then I will
23.
do it too.
Okay.
Actually, no, I won't.
Wait, why don't we just take
Why?
a short rest?
Well, we should have done that before she casted something, actually. Okay, I'll just do it. It's fine.
What happened?
5 more.
All right, you heal 5 more hit points.
We should have just taken a short rest.
We could have.
Oh, we
It's
now
not even
hindsighting this.
correct.
Yeah, but I
I'm
mean,
sorry, guys.
Too late.
we already wasted spells, so we might as well just.
I don't
go
use my
all
spell
in.
slot often, so I'm not really that concerned.
I have no spell slots left, guys.
All right.
I haven't used any of them, I don't think. Let me check.
I used all 3.
I've used none of
Hunter's
them.
Mark is still
Okay,
up.
so I will do the rest of the cure wounds on myself.
Go
Hunter's
ahead.
Mark is still up
Mhm.
for like a good half hour.
Hour,
at
and
least.
you're able to.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
you have about a half hour left.
Yeah, that's what I would
5,
assume.
but at least that means I'm at max.
All right.
So I'm gonna keep concentration on that. And
By the way, that was a 1 on my 4d8, because I'm a moron.
So after everybody starts
I still have
healing
2
up,
I
spell
meant
slots.
everyone.
I got one health down, so I'm fine.
what is everybody else doing?
One
Are you guys?
No,
Are
I
you
lost
actually
one
gonna
health.
put fire to it
No,
Yeah.
I want to put it into a container.
And then see?
and set that on fire? Okay,
Yes.
I will drink a
Size of, no, you don't want to
good
get drunk.
amount of the beer that's in my wineskin.
Okay.
Because
And
I'm
beer?
trying it for the first time. I'm just gonna drink as much as I can drink.
Roll a
and
Constitution saving throw.
then. Okay.
Great, so now she's being drunk.
11.
The taste is very
Beer.
bitter, and you're not much of a fan of it, but you are able to swallow it down. You do feel a little bit like, after a few moments, it does feel like your vision is a little bit off.
Okay. I'm gonna say, I don't know why you guys drink this and hand it to them.
Ha!
He finishes the beer instantly.
All right, and you're used to it, so there wasn't too much left either.
But try not to destroy it. If you think it will destroy it.
Yeah, I might.
Okay, fine.
We
I'll
have
replace
some
it.
money.
I don't have any other thing to carry water in. You can
We
share with
have
me.
water.
Okay.
We got you.
Yes.
She can share with me.
We have.
I only have one
how big
water
is a
skin.
water skin?
Like,
They can hold like a gallon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
Wait,
two.
we're
Maybe
making a
like,
gallon propane.
No,
bottle.
no,
maybe
we're
like
not.
a liter. It might be a liter,
Yeah.
depending. Because, like, you can't
Third-
carry a gallon.
No, you can. You
But
can.
not,
I
like,
have.
for fun.
No, I have.
I have.
Normally they are like. Oh, about a liter.
Like, so
Okay.
a liter.
It's only 5
like a
pounds.
soda bottle.
How much is
Yeah.
How
It's
much
only-
water is
it's
5
only
pounds of
this
water?
So what are you doing?
How
I'm
much water is
finishing
5 pounds of water?
Than what was in it, and then I'm gonna take off the top, put it
It's already
over
gonna be flammable
the
from the
little
beer.
Remember that
Thing?
me and her are way behind
Yeah,
them?
we're
Yep.
far away.
So you are able to you unscrew the cap a little bit, and you from underneath where the nozzle was, and you are able to take
Ooh,
that
wait,
nozzle off, and
Guys,
you can see
guys, I have an
inside.
idea.
What's that?
No, I'm talking for the water.
Once it's
Oh, the
done.
water skin. Okay.
Once it's done, how about you light an arrow of mine and I shoot it from
That's even
afar?
smarter. I like this.
That way, if it's dangerous, it's really far away.
Well, I was gonna
Brilliant.
push the gas towards like a fire or a flame
Well, I can.
out of the.
Yeah, but what goes inside, dumbass? Fire
Okay.
travels. That's how fire
I'm gonna
works.
take it
Not if we're
once it's full.
Is
squeeze it all.
Is there anything you are doing in this conversation or saying in this conversation, Naresh?
We may or may not be about to blow ourselves.
I take it once it's full, and I cap it off, and
So
I.
I'm watching them all do this, and I'm just kind of like puzzled, and I'm like, this seems like a bad idea.
I'm just
This is
gonna...
called the Inquisitive. Oof, that's the wrong
Ooh.
word.
Okay, I have a pretty good idea.
The
Everybody
Inquisitive.
back away from the hole.
Are we gonna blow up the hole?
Yeah.
Yes!
Everybody
I
back
want to
away
see
from
this
the hole.
shit.
I wouldn't. You heard the noise in the hole. I wouldn't.
Oh,
blow up the
right.
hole.
That's true.
Oh wait.
Okay, then I'll just walk, like, 100 feet away.
Okay.
Let's just put it on the road, 20 feet back.
No, we should be
We should
far.
blow up the road.
I don't know how far away
It'd be
we
rude
need
to
to
blow
be.
up the road. But you
Right
can blow
up.
up the
We
random
need-
I
spot,
put
right?
it off the path.
Okay.
I put it off
About
the
100
path.
feet from us?
Maybe 50.
Okay.
Wait, and
What's
just
your
in-
shooting
Wait,
range?
what about the whole problem?
600
Is that,
feet.
Oh, okay, you meant.
but what happens if this thing catches fire like the grasses?
We'll work on that problem when we get
Can't
there.
you do
I don't
a
wanna-
thing with water?
Yeah, I can.
We
She
got
has a
this.
How
water
about-
spell. She's fine.
There's
Fine.
also a river like
Probably.
30 feet from you guys.
okay.
Yo!
Oh!
Next to the
I'll
river!
do it next to the river.
We didn't know this.
I'm
Why
going
is
to stay
this happening?
so
Okay,
far
I
away
put it
from the
next
river.
to the river, and then I back up
I
Put
think
it on
like
the
50
Kyren says
feet.
that from it. You molder it.
I back up like 50 feet.
Okay.
Well, you
alright.
can make us a barrier.
No.
Or put
We
a
have a
little...
blast shield.
God damn it. So I'm gonna use
We're
Molder.
Mythbusters.
Shush!
But it's
I am
medieval
helping
times.
us right now. First, I'm gonna use Molder just right. You're an idiot in front of you two on the ground.
It's
for
a
you to look
cantrip.
down.
She can do it.
I know.
So look down and read it,
We love
Yeah.
cantrips.
Yeet. True.
and then from the words, a wall of earth will come up, so that
Protect
it
us all?
blocks us.
So you're able to
But I
lift
wanna
up
see
a
what
mound
happens.
of earth
Just look
from
over.
one part of the ground, a 5-foot cube, and move it to a different spot right above ground. So you have like a 5-foot mound of dirt
Yes.
right there. You
Okay.
can do this multiple times too.
Okay, well make it so that it's a wall.
I will peek
So you're
out.
able to make maybe
Do
like, a 5
4. No, do like 4 in front.
Individual
a
walls.
5-foot tall wall about 20 feet wide.
Yeah.
I will
Alright.
peek out from the side. And I will...
And
Can I
so what have you
hunter's mark
what-
the thing?
done? No, you cannot. It's
Aw,
only a creature.
damn, it's
What
a
have you done with the
creature.
propane tank when you put it there?
Oh,
Oh, you mean the tank we have?
I filled the water skin.
Oh, we
for
didn't
like
put the
3
propane
seconds.
tank there. It's just a water skin.
Tied off the water skin,
Mhm.
nice and tight, so I
Well, hopefully it won't leak.
yeah.
And it was a sloshy liquid and everything, one that I don't really think you've probably seen before.
Probably not.
What, that came out of the thing?
Yeah.
So liquid went into there? Okay.
Okay.
Is this
So
like
I'm gonna take the propane tank and take it with us.
and set behind the shield.
Yeah.
Behind the shield.
So
And
that
it's
way,
gonna be-
hopefully, it
Make
doesn't-
sure it's closed.
Oh wait, no, yep, sorry, not liquid. It's the air. You were able to put the air and
Yeah.
get the air in there.
But
Sorry, my bad.
inside
Yep,
the,
the air.
tank,
You heard
it's
the
like,
and it just filled up
Yeah.
the skin. Yep.
And then
see it expand, and then I tie it off tight with
Mm-hmm.
The leather.
yeah.
then it's
and then
by
we're-
the river.
Okay, and you
And
can
I'm
feel
gonna
there is some
shoot
sort
it.
of air
There's pressure.
mass in
So
It's-
there.
he's gonna
solid.
breathe fire
Oh,
onto
yeah.
an arrow.
Put some fire on my arrow.
Can we
All right.
pause for 1 second? I want this animated so badly.
You can't willingly just breathe fire unless you use your breath weapon, which is a 15-foot cone of fire.
You're gonna be on the edge, man.
You guys do have tinder boxes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll
That's
use my
way
tinder box.
safer.
Okay. I'll use my
How
tinder
did
box
you guys blow up?
to
Well, he
light
burns
my
us all to
arrow.
death.
to light my arrow, and then I will shoot it from afar.
Make an attack roll.
Okay.
Oh man, if you fail this attack roll on me,
I
sad.
can shoot more than one arrow.
I know.
I can always try too. I know how to use a bow.
Ooh. 27. Total. Can I roll damage?
Wait. Does it go? Fool?
I should
Or-
roll damage too, right?
Go ahead and add a d6 of fire damage on top of it.
6.
You hate us, don't you?
No, I just love this.
This is the most D&D thing we've done so far, I think.
Yeah, honestly.
17 points of damage,
The arrow,
4 of which is fire.
it doesn't even just pierce all the way through. The second it hits it, just and you see the dirt
Like it.
mounds just
Go everywhere.
knock back further. The explosion was probably about like 10 to 15 feet in diameter. The ground around it is a slight crater, and it's actually gone into the river, so the river is now poured slightly into this outfit.
Oh my God.
Wait.
Kyren, mold earth. Make
Wait.
the
Oh, I want to do
make the river not fall.
Make the
Yeah.
river
It's
not
just a
fall.
small alcove. It's not like the
Oh,
river's
okay.
coming out, but more water
I
is
thought it
filled
was
into
gonna
this
go.
area.
No, it's not.
Nope.
We're not going to be
Oh,
flooded.
we're gonna-
Everyone,
No.
four-way high five.
No.
Four-way high five.
Five-way high five. You
Five-way high
Put
five.
your hand up!
I'm gonna
Thank you.
say to
Yay.
everybody,
Thank you.
okay, this thing's pretty dangerous. Maybe we
I'm taking
shouldn't
it.
bring it.
Your water skin is nowhere to be found. It's gone.
Damn it!
So take that water skin out of your inventory.
Yeah, you got it. I'm gonna say I
Wait,
feel
I don't
like
have a water
maybe
skin,
we
right?
shouldn't
You
bring
have
this
We're
with
not
us.
doing it again yet.
No. I'm gonna give you my water skin,
Aw, thanks.
and mine's gone.
All right. So what are
Okay,
you doing
make
with
sure to get rid of
the
yours then.
tank?
Carrying it.
I'm taking it.
We're putting it on
It's
the cart.
mine.
Wait, we're putting it on the cart so we don't even have to carry it. Yes.
It's mine now.
Guys,
All right.
it's wait.
You know an
It's
explosive.
metal.
This is
It's
dangerous.
fine.
I'm just gonna say to Jinrash, that would be the most dangerous and deadly trap you could ever possibly make.
Good.
Fine.
Oh.
I mean, I'm
Just
pretty
open it up
good
in
at
a
shooting
room
arrows.
and back out of it, blow it up with enemies in it, shut the door. Done. You destroy the room and everything inside.
Brian, you give us something way too
But then you
dangerous.
might destroy
I liked
cool
it.
stuff.
You rolled
in
on
there.
a list of 1,000 items, and you found a propane tank.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh,
This sounds like the most us thing that's ever happened ever. I
I
love
thought
it.
there was a magnet in my laptop.
So what
Yeah,
are you
see,
guys?
with the pen,
So-
What we can do now, though,
Mhm.
is if we're to go hunting and get a deer, we can take parts and fill them up with.
we can make new sacks.
Yes,
Okay.
we can make the fire sacks.
I know how to do this, but
From,
the way
the
that you're
stomach and
saying it makes
intestines.
her go, city boy.
City.
I'm not a city boy.
More of a city boy than I am.
How?
He lives in the woods.
No,
Different
I'm saying.
woods.
No, I'm
Different
saying
woods,
because
but-
I've used the fucking stomach for a water skin. You can take the stomach, fill it with a gas, and then
You have to
burn people.
tan it.
Can I
Make-
pause
No.
to be out of
You have to make the
character
skin
for a
not
second?
What do you need to
blow
say?
up
But
all the
We
time.
No,
found a
it's-
propane tank, Brian.
You found a
stomach is
propane
important.
tank.
Yeah.
You can
I'm-
fill it.
This game wants us to die.
It'll hold the gas as long as you have both
There
ends
is
tied off.
there was a possibility one of you was gonna lose a limb if you did this up close.
I'm gonna say maybe we should
I could have lost an arm. That would have been sick.
maybe we should
Wait, I have an
just
extra
not
sword. You have a sword
do
arm.
this though.
permanent sword arm.
Oh, also, everybody, just so you know, this is when I'm gonna hand out all the gold. You each gain 5 gold, 15 silver, and 30 copper.
If you guys didn't add it the time before.
I
5. What? What are we doing?
1, 2, 3,
5
4,
gold.
5.
15 silver, 30 copper.
Ugh,
Thank you.
I did not prep for this.
Yeah, well, who would have guessed that we get a propane tank? Then you gave it to us, the most irresponsible group of people on Earth. This is
I'm
what
gonna make fire bombs now.
This is what real life us would do anyways if we just like, this is a propane tank and you're stuck in the woods. Okay, we're making explosives. Okay.
I have so much copper.
Alright.
I'm
so
making fire bombs.
after you distribute the money,
No, I like
are
his
you
idea.
guys
We fill a room
packing
with
up
it.
and heading further down the path?
And we just end them.
Okay.
But the thing is, what if it doesn't explode like that if it's in our room?
It might. We don't know.
But I don't think it will. Because that was
Could
under...
I say that when
under
I rolled
pressure.
that investigation check down there that I collected some arrows?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Just get like two, you can get like
2 back?
2 back, yeah.
Okay.
We're more focused on blowing up a propane tank.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sorry.
So after this experiment,
So
Jinrash
there's an option
loads...
for propane tank.
No. Homebrew.
So I know
And
that
there's a
that
reason-
arrow's
there's a
gone,
reasoning.
but
And so after this test goes off, Jinrash takes the propane tank, puts it back on the cart.
I'm gonna tie it down.
And
Alright.
I'm just walking up behind him, rolling my eyes before getting on the cart and going, "Can we go somewhere now?"
that's fair. I think we've wasted a lot of time.
Yeah, we even blew up the river.
I like it.
Let's.
At least we know
This
if there's
would be
enemies.
a great way to take down trees if you need to clear a nice big spot.
Stop.
Such a lumberjack.
What's good is if there's any enemies near us, they're probably worried where we got explosives.
I don't
What
think
made that big boom?
I don't know if explosives exist in this universe
Yeah.
at the moment.
Gunpowder exists.
Does
You
it?
don't know that.
The Chinese have had gunpowder since a
We
very
don't
long
know
time.
if
You don't
we've
know that.
had. If
This
we have
isn't the real
gunpowder.
world, Conlon.
Yeah.
When
No-
was gunpowder invented?
Alright. So everybody gets in the cart.
Yeah.
Are you guys
I'm gonna
continuing?
sing a lively tune.
Alright.
Yeah,
And
I'm
the rest
gonna-
tries
I'm
to
gonna lay
lighten.
down.
The rest tries to lighten the mood and pulls out his fiddle and starts playing some music.
Yeah,
Mr.
while we're
Creepy,
going,
what's,
I'm gonna
what
take a
century is
short
D&D
rest.
based in?
I'm gonna take a short rest
It's
too.
different from different generation to generation.
I'm gonna take
What's
an.
yours based in, approximately?
You'll find
Real,
out.
Okay.
real world
Excuse me.
colonial.
Is
We're
there
gonna get to
gunpowder
answer
in
another-
our
Excuse me.
world?
We're taking short rests.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna take a short rest on
So
that.
I don't need it right now.
everybody other than Jinrash, since he's focusing on guiding the horses, is able to take a short rest.
This is for me. This
So
Everybody can roll an extra d6.
as he's playing
Ooh.
music and he's a
I
bard,
don't need it, but I will do it anyway.
I need
Oh, I
it.
rolled a 6, and I didn't even need
What
it.
am I doing?
you can roll
If
at
you have any hurtness, but you're
I
not
don't.
hurt, so
Oh, I'm not
you
hurt,
don't
so this
need
doesn't
to.
matter to me.
I want to roll it anyway. Which one's a d6? This one?
Yeah. No, that's a D8. Sorry.
All right.
Square.
That one.
This
I'm
is not
back down to
expected. I'm so sad you guys didn't blow yourself up. God.
Oh,
You're
thanks.
sad we didn't blow ourselves up?
Alright,
Come on,
so
what do you think,
as
we're
you
straight
guys
retarded?
get back onto the cart and you head down the path, the rest of the day is pretty uneventful compared to when you guys decide to investigate a hole.
That's probably the most intense hole that's ever existed.
As you guys are getting, as the sun is starting to set, you guys approach a part of the river where it seems like it's breaking off, and Kyren and Nock would know that this is the part of the river that would lead to Warrior's Rest, the place you need to go to
we'll
after
go
Nyra's
in the
Grove.
direction of Warrior's
Yeah.
Rest.
Well, that's where you have to go after you deliver the message to Nyra's Grove. Are you guys going to,
Oh, towards Nyra's Grove then, yeah.
Yeah. So as
How much?
you getting to that part of the intersection of the water right there, you can see there's no the water breaks off right there, and you can see a patch of trees right at the intersection in the distance as you're approaching, and it looks like some people are setting up camp amongst
Okay, so
those
I'm
trees.
gonna
Okay.
pause us.
Okay.
I'm gonna have the horses stop for a second. And can I see who they are, or can I just hear them?
They're still a decent amount. You can just see in the distance people as you're going down the path. You can see them
How
from far away.
well can I see them?
You can see their figures, some slight details. Roll a perception check. Wait your turn.
Plus
Damn.
17.
It's very hard to make out, but you are able to see three figures. They're starting to set up a tent of sorts, just a makeshift little tent, and starting a fire. There's 3 figures. They've got some color in their hair. One of them seems to be
Probably the band.
green. The other one you can see a little rays of blue.
It's the band. I know it's the band.
Yes.
A word from your producer. When we were all talking very loudly and screaming at each other, we were peeking the mic like mad people. So be advised, we can't get that loud again. Or else we will deafen our audience.
Just have fun.
I agree, just have fun, but we got too loud.
Alright, so you see these people in the distance. It's down the path.
levels
They're a
have
little bit
existed.
off the path amongst a cluster of trees.
So I'm gonna turn to everybody and be like, hey, let's go make new friends.
Yeet.
Maybe we
Yes,
should
left.
probably,
Just me as a person.
camping for the night is probably a good
So
idea.
now we're gonna do our
Yes.
long rest? Cool.
Let's
Strength in
go set up
numbers.
camp next to our new friends that we don't know yet.
Should we show up and show them our awesome new cylinder?
No.
No.
Okay.
That
Why?
That's
stays
just
in
a
the
surprise.
cart.
It's a surprise. I like that idea. Hi.
That stays in the
These are
cart.
new little
So I'm
friends.
gonna ask everyone if they're okay with us setting up camp, and if it's a yes, I'm gonna say,
Wait,
why don't we go set up camp near the people that we can see? Because I feel
we should vote.
better.
This is democracy, right?
I
Democracy
think
doesn't
so.
exist yet.
Democracy is not.
I'm inventing it right now. Bracket's doing it.
Bracket and then democracy.
Yeah, bracket.
A brackocracy.
Brackocracy. Oh man, that's bad.
Brackocracy. Brackocracy.
Brackocracy. Oh man, that's bad.
Brackocracy.
Cannon.
It's canon.
Canon.
I invented it.
Brackocracy.
It's called brackocracy in this world. I say yes.
Sure.
Yes.
I
All
guess.
that's alright.
Yeah.
Yay!
Alright, let's go
All
set up camp
in
next to our
favor?
new friends.
So,
Horses, go!
Jinrash moves the horses forward. As you do
Oh my-
approach
Can I be like on the edge or like the front and literally just go like when we're close enough for this to hear, be like,
Do we swap seats?
hey!
Because I'm sitting in front. Do we
Go.
swap seats?
and as Kyren yells, "Hey!" No, she just like steps in front of you, like
Yeah, I'm
pushes you
literally
I need to be able
right
to see.
behind the horses on the cart, just like leaning forward, like, hey!
And all of them suddenly get up and turn, and you're able to make out more detail. They all stop what they're doing and they wait as you do approach and pull the cart to the side. You can see in more detail there are 3 of them. One of them seems to be a boy. He's got dark black hair, long down the right side, and it's completely shaved on the left.
Relax.
He does seem to have a nose piercing on the left nostril, 3 ear piercings on the left ear as well.
It's Skrillex, guys.
And he's got brown circles around his brown eyes. You can see next to where he is, there's a pack, and there seems to be a guitar next to it.
Nice.
I don't think Skrillex plays
Skrillex
guitar.
isn't a guitarist.
There-
He's of this.
There's another.
Computer.
There's a
Garage band.
girl who's also. She was the one attending to the fire, and she's got dark green hair in pigtails.
It's a hex girl.
Uh,
Scooby-Doo.
She's got a short nose, very thin lips, and she has green eyes that have purple circles circling around
Like
them.
my kind of bitch right there.
There's one lip piercing on the bottom right side, one nose piercing on the
Oh,
left,
I have something in common
and
with
one
them.
ear-
I have colored hair and I have eyebrow piercings.
and one ear piercing on both
I
lobes.
fit in.
Bracket's gonna do some
Um,
bracket things.
Ew.
What's my charm?
Oh no.
-4.
Now my charisma's +4, so shut the fuck up.
Christmas.
You can
Plus one,
see
yeah.
that she does seem to have some scars on her arms, and she's wearing a black silk dress with green rose across it and dark green stockings.
Sold.
And then the
Do I
last,
notice if they look like the band that we saw earlier?
Oh,
Yes.
we know it's the.
and the last one is a it looks younger, a little bit younger than the other 2, but not by too much. She's a somewhat tall girl. She has a blonde fade on the sides and kind of like a faux hawk back that turns into a braid that goes down her back. Across the faux hawk there are streaks of blue.
Blondes are boring.
She has 2 eyebrow piercings, and she actually has a septum piercing. There are 2 ear piercings in each, and she's got blue circles around scarlet red eyes.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Thin
We
nose,
got each other. We got each other.
thin nose and short
It's
ears.
evil.
She's got a ruby red vest with a blue raven colored on the front, and she's wearing red ripped acrylic trousers.
You did.
You're in love, aren't you?
You made a Chloe Price.
I saw the red eyes and I went,
And you guys approach them, they're all staring,
We
just
all
looking at
hella
you.
got
Kyren and I
Wait.
both have a crush on the same band
Yeah.
member,
Oh
damn
my
it.
God.
Wait, can we do a joint pickup line?
We're like,
As you guys approach the one,
can we all like at the same time out loud just go, you come here often?
So, The blonde with the blue streaks walks up, and she's the first one to approach. She's like, "Hey."
I'm like, so hello, my name is Kyren. These are my group.
Your group?
Hush,
You're
hush. I'm just trying to make us not seem crazy.
We're friends.
The other two walk over behind
Crazy.
her.
We're
That's
setting
too
up
late.
camp for the night. We see that you are as well.
We can
Would
share.
you mind us setting up nearby, or even like right next door?
We do have food.
And he's just under his breath. We do have food.
I'm pretty good at finding food.
Yeah, and if we don't, if you need more than that,
If
we
you
can
feel-
find food.
If it's uncomfortable,
We can leave.
we can leave.
Fellow
But
musician.
Yeah,
We
we have
need
our
to set up
friendly
camp.
bard here.
They look amongst each other and they're like, "Well, if you can help get some firewood to get this fire
More
started,
safety.
go ahead and join us."
Firewood,
Yes.
get on it.
Yes, we can.
I got this,
And then
guys.
30
and then
trees
I
left.
noticed, hey, psst. He's trying to make a move here. So, and then I look around and just notice all of the like band equipment and like the guitar and everything. And go, oh, you guys were the band, weren't you?
You can see a guitar and 2 snare drums next to
Yeah.
another
So
one.
like, you
She's
guys
like,
were the band for the celebration.
yeah, we were just playing
You
some
guys
music in the background.
rocked.
Oh, bracket. Like what? And I asked like all of them, like which instrument do each of you play?
The one with the black hair is like, "I play the guitar. My name is Zane."
Zane. Okay.
Then
And I
after-
point to the pigtails and go, your turn.
I play the drums over there.
Ooh.
My name's Kalia.
Cool. I like that name. And then I just look at the blue and go, and you.
My name is Jazzful Cladora.
What a name. All right.
Wait, can we
And I'm-
pause for a second? Her name is
That's a mouthful.
Clador.
Jazz.
Okay.
And I sing.
Ooh. And then I'm gonna be like, I'm just cheesy. You're like, I play ukulele, so obviously I play much lighter than you do, but we should have a jam session later.
I mean, we do tend to play some music around the campfire.
Let's get it.
I was gonna
Everyone.
say, you might have
firewood.
noticed we were the ones who killed all the monsters.
And then Kalia said, "Yeah,
She's like,
we got out of there real quick after
That's
that.
fair.
But it,
She's like,
That
"We
was a
kick
good
ass.
choice.
Did you see?
Yeah.
we didn't really see too much. And then Jasmine was like, I stuck around
Calm
and
down,
looked a little bit.
Look at
And she gives a quick
fire
eye. She's
sword.
like, "Didn't you turn into some animal?"
Was it when I was a bear or a
Yeah,
panther?
you were a
Turned
bear.
into a panther.
I was a panther. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're a panther.
I turned into a panther. You're right.
Oh,
I
okay, fair
tried biting some
Didn't
heads
she
off,
look
didn't
gray as a
work.
panther? Guys, abuse some game
I,
here.
th- I mean, I wasn't around for the whole fight. I did stick around to look, but
Panther's a lot.
I thought you were a bear at first. Maybe you turned into a panther afterwards.
I can turn into many different things. I was
turn
a
to
bear
anything you
today.
want.
Like I was a bear today. I was a
Oh,
panther
now you
yesterday.
can do it again because you took a short rest.
Do you want me to see?
You can show
You just
her.
had a
Are
British
you-
accent for a second.
Yeah, I did.
I would very much be interested.
What
Do you
animal are
want
you
to
looking
see?
for?
Surprise me, and she crosses her arms as she looks at you with a grin.
You can become an elite
I
gamer.
just learned how to turn into a fish. Can you imagine this?
No! That's the wrong one!
And Clea steps up as well. It's like, yeah, I've never seen somebody transform into an animal before. Are you one of those druids?
I am a druid. Now, question: do you want a forest animal that you're like familiar with, or do you want an
Weird.
animal you've never seen?
Go weird.
Go weird.
I love oddities, Jasper says.
All right, so I'm turning into a hyena.
Wait,
Let's
man,
go.
that's weird.
Yes.
The answer is always weird.
So I'm going to transform into a hyena.
Knox like,
and,
this is my favorite one.
and then I'm just gonna cock. I'm gonna sit down as a hyena and just cock my head.
This is something.
I pet her head.
Wow.
Look at that man. It's fabulous.
Shut up. I'm just looking at him like.
Kalia comes over, so
I
it's
can go
first,
gather
like,
some firelight.
as hesitant,
Yeah,
like,
go take
is it
some
like
trees.
it seems like she's trying to be like, can I pet, like,
And I just put my head
Ow.
up so that
It's
she can.
still
starts petting, and Zane's
It's still
like,
her.
Wow,
It's still
that's an interesting seal you got. And Jasper just smirks and she's looking. Okay. Can you still understand us?
I'm not.
Interesting.
We
That's
can't.
pretty
She
cool,
can't
right?
speak back though. That's the only flaw.
Come unpack your stuff. Help set up, and they walk back over
And
to
then
the fire.
as a hyena, I'm gonna do like that hyena laugh. Then they go. And then I'm gonna get up, and then I'm gonna look at you and like, nod towards the trees, like insinuating, "Let's go look for firewood." And I'm gonna stay
Okay.
a hyena for right
Yeah.
now.
She
Okay.
looks over to Naresh for a moment. Jocelyn is just like, you look like somebody who's playing an instrument as well. I see a fiddle you got there.
Yes.
I
He's
heard,
so cheesy. He's like,
I heard it
Like,
comes
yes,
from
I
Georgia.
do.
Not really up my alley, but
Yeah,
hey,
so-
respect for all
can't
musicians.
stop.
And she goes over and she starts continuing to
I
set up her
like how
stuff.
like cold she is.
Yeah, I'll
She's-
search for
Remember, you're falling in love.
firewood, herbs,
Mhm.
and like edible items as well.
Alright, so can I go look for
Kind of
fire
like
with
a
a hyena and come
berries.
back with like a bunch of sticks in my mouth and be like,
Okay, you said you transformed out.
no, I didn't.
I thought
No.
you said you laughed
No,
and you
I said
transformed out.
I laughed and
Okay.
then
Wait,
I
is this
looked-
fire already
looked
started?
Yeah, they've started the fire,
Okay.
but just getting
I'm
firewood
just
for the night.
at, So I'm still a hyena. I said I looked at her and kind of
So-
like
So what's everybody doing? You guys are investigating. What are you guys?
I'm heavy.
What are you guys doing? They're investigating.
I
for
was
firewood.
already going for firewood.
Okay.
while they were
Also-
doing the
What are you
whole
doing, Bracket?
show.
And what are you
I'm
doing?
gonna
Rush?
chat them up
oh
Okay.
dear.
Also,
Bracken.
I
with
find
all
Me
full
too.
4 points of my charisma.
All right.
I
So
want to bardically fuck their party up.
bardically fuck their party.
I feel like that's not the right phrase for that.
I'm
but
gonna
yeah.
bring back the largest piece of wood that
I want you to bring back 2
Right.
trees.
Everybody investigating for firewood would roll investigation. I know what you're looking for as well.
I want to let you know though that I find 2 times as much food as I would normally since we've been traveling for an hour or more.
Yep.
And
Oh
I
my
can stay
God.
alert to danger
Hey Brian.
Yep.
My
as well.
investigation's a 3.
Yep. And what'd you roll?
No, I rolled.
Oh,
I
3
rolled
is
a
your total.
2 and I have a +1. So
Okay.
I got a 3.
All right.
I got a
So you have all 6
Okay.
sticks in your mouth.
I got
I have
8.
1 stick in
Yeah,
my
8.
mouth probably.
All right. So, as everybody separates to go try to find their stuff, Asia, you go by the river and you can only find a few little twigs, no real logs at all. Nock, you aren't able to find any herbs in this area, but you are able to find a few branches, 1 or 2 decent logs. Jinrash comes back with a mound,
tree.
a
Fucking
giant.
tree.
I just want to bring back the large.
It looks like you pulled a stump, basically a stump that had fallen out of the ground back to the.
Do I
back
find
to
any
the,
food?
No, I was gonna go like.
There were some
he's
berries,
got
but
a chunk
not
of a
too
tree.
much.
Yeah.
So maybe
Oh,
a
fallen
handful
tree.
of.
No, just
Okay,
like
so I get back with
Big-
my
Like how
few
I do
twigs,
camping?
and I'm just like
I tell
put them on
Sam,
the
if you don't
ground
bring
and
me
then sit
trees,
down
I'm
and
not
cock my head
happy.
again.
All right.
I'll
one like
bring my
this.
stuff over.
Do I have to roll anything for chatting them up?
I'm gonna say, for the sake of brevity and everything, we're gonna start the chatting once everybody gets back with sticks and everything.
he's
Cash,
been
'cause
talking
they've
to
they've
them,
been
Oh,
fo-
I'm chatting them up for you. I'm ready. I'm
they've
getting ready.
they've been focused.
Don't worry, I got you.
They've been focusing on getting all of their stuff ready. If there's anything you guys do want to say while they're focused on unpacking their stuff, you can
Oh, you
use
should
that
have
to
set
talk.
up the tent.
Well, actually,
Okay, I was
if
also
I
set up the
could
tent.
look more
I
specifically
don't
after
care.
I've found all of that stuff, if I
Mhm.
could look for wood that I could turn into more arrows.
I asked them
After
where
that
they've been.
investigation, there wasn't any
No,
good.
damn.
I asked them if they've traveled anywhere interesting besides, the festival, which was interesting.
And they tell you and Naresh, Jasper sat around at the fire. She finished up soon. Kalia's over there still getting, starting the fire, getting it going, and Zane's to the side. Jazz will just start telling you guys, yeah, we've been traveling for a while. We came from the city of Zista down south.
That's a fun name.
I've never been there, maybe.
I'm still a hyena. I'm still a hyena.
You can't see anything. It's very hard for me. I have to spin all the game for you, man.
That's where we all come from, but we have been traveling for the past 2 years.
Is it a beautiful city?
Zista is it's interesting.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna change back into a human, and
So
when
we
I
can-
change back, I'm sitting crisscross, so I went from a hyena sitting to me
Do
sitting
you still have a stick
crisscross.
in your mouth?
Yes. I still have the twig in my mouth, I'll turn into a human, take it out, put it down, and be like, define interesting.
Wait, I need to be sitting next to Aiden so we can spin our game together.
Wait,
Right, we're
wait,
swapping.
Is she still?
Move.
When I come
Scoop.
back, is she still setting up or trying to do the fire?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my hatchet, or no, I'm gonna take the dagger and
Yeah,
start
speaking
whittling into the
The
her,
snow-
her pile.
Okay. And
Specifically, just
It's amazing how much it's expanded.
Kalia turns to answer your question, and well, the city it's a free place for everyone. There's no discrimination up top. That's
I
at
like
least what they like to say.
I had a feeling those
Always
would be
is.
your next words.
Yeah, I
That's
have
how
a
most cities work.
feeling that means that it's not what it is.
And Jazzful cuts in. There's a lot more than what that city seems on the surface. But it is interesting in the fact
Sounded
that
too good to be true.
I mean,
Everywhere sounds too good to be true, but I don't know where those places are, so it's not my problem.
But
America.
and she turns to Naresh, and it is true, but there is something very interesting about the city. One thing that I will give it credit for, the city hangs.
Hangs.
Question mark?
It's over Lake Zista.
So it's above ground.
Your city floats.
It's not floating on the water, but
I didn't think it's floating on the water. I mean, like hanging off of something. I understand.
yeah,
I have a concept of how that works.
it's surrounded by giant walls, and they have affixed the city up in the air.
Huh.
That's cool.
That's pretty advanced.
That's pretty cool.
Sounds kind of hard to get down from.
Yeah, there's there's a bridge to get into the city. It's the one main entrance, and there is a
so sorry, everyone.
the king and the queen of the area live in the center, hung away from the rest of civilization. But
Of course.
Ooh.
Oh wow, we were all so mean.
She seems spiteful right there.
It's okay. We all said, of course, that makes sense. That sounds like a king and a queen.
we've even and then Zane even comes over and he's like, yeah, we have some interesting opinions about this town. We all lived most of our lives there, but it's not the greatest place out there. It's what you make of it.
Nice producer,
Excuse
Casey.
me, pay
But
attention
that
to
is-
me.
That's pretty much what everything
Everywhere.
is, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everything's what you make of it.
they make a lot of promises in the city, and it doesn't seem like
Everyone
they
say
follow
goodnight to
through.
production manager Casey.
Good night, production manager Casey.
Oop.
And I'm in the.
Jazzful even cuts in. We've even written a song about it.
Oh, I want to hear it
Let's
so
hear
badly.
the song. Let's hear the song.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
I love music.
I'm
I
gonna
think.
go. Would you mind playing it for us?
Please.
I'm sorry, don't give me that look when I said
Zane just whips the guitar around. And
I was like,
he's just
yes.
like, Jazzful, I'm gonna hit you if we don't play this right now.
And I just go.
Do
Yes.
it.
Mhm. And Kalia pulls out the drums like, come on, yeah, we need
I'd
one
pull
more
out a
audience
sword
before
and
we
put a
get back
guitar.
to
No.
that city.
I'm not
And
allowed to play
she's
air
like-
guitar with sword.
Do it.
That's
He's
what I'm
gonna
doing.
play air guitar with the sword.
All right,
Not the one that
Just-
actually, yes, the one that lights up.
all right, just
Electric
fine.
guitar.
Did we start the fire yet or no?
The fire
Fire's
is
been
going.
lit for a while, my dude.
I
We
just wanna
came
make
here,
sure.
it was on.
But we are
It's not fire's work.
after this. We should rest up. We're hoping to get to the city sometime.
Sounds good.
soon.
That's fair. I
Understandable.
have travel to do, too.
100% understandable.
I'm ready for the song. I hope you're ready to sing a song, Brian.
I've prepared this.
I'm
Thank
actually.
God.
Are you
I'm
really
s-
gonna sing?
Yeah.
I'm
Nock
so
is
excited
actually
for you to
sitting
sing a
like
song for
that,
us.
by the way. This is how she's.
Casey,
I
Like-
apologize because I'm not the best singer, and I'm gonna be trying. I can't do a female voice, so I'm just doing my normal voice.
Do you
Pretend
need
a
to give it
female
to
sings.
someone who can sing?
Please don't hand it over to me.
So
Well,
you see Kalia pull out 2 snare drums, and then there is just an acoustic guitar with Zane.
I'm
and they're all ready on the
sitting
side.
crisscross applesauce like a little kid, just like.
Oh, can I have my actual sword so I can hold it how I would be holding the sword? This
Yep.
is- no, I need the
And-
actual sword.
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
Just
No.
go get it,
Oh,
Bryce.
I knocked the camera.
Brian needs to
Don't knock the camera, you still. Yeah, I'm not gonna take it out of the sheath. It just has to exist.
Oh, I should actually bring a real sword then?
So you
I have
guys,
a real axe.
so you
have an
guys
axe.
see
No, I
everybody
have a sword I can give you.
prepare. You see them both prepare, and Jazzful is just sitting on the stump with a smug look on her face, and then Kalia just starts with the tapping, just. And Zane starts strumming a little bit, just 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, and then through all this, after a few beats, Jazzful just smirking and looking back between all of you, just. Zista, Zista, the city that hangs. Zista, Zista, the city hides fangs. The city of freedom, this city holds secrets. The city holds strong, but that is its weakness. Its strength is a mask, and she gets up on the log a little bit, getting into it. A strength is a mask, its freedom dishonest. The life we all live is all but what's promised. And as the strumming's going on, there's still tapping going on. chorus one more time. Zista, Zista, the city that hangs. Zista, Zista, the city hides fangs. And then you hear everybody pauses for a second. The drums, and you just hear Zane just a few strums getting a little bit loud, a little bit of a guitar solo, if you will. So that, and then after it ends,
in the corner like this.
After it ends, pause for a second, and the normal stuff starts. All three of them. Escape! Escape! Below's where to go! Escape! Escape! The cage holds a show! And they start doing the tapping again, the guitar one more time. And then just to the tapping. And then the music fades for a second, and Jasper gets back on the stump. Just a little serious face now. The bars, they will shake. The shoal, it shivers and quakes. And no hope survives for the monsters we make. Pause one more time. Escape! Escape! Below's where to go! Escape! Escape! The cage holds a show! Zista! Zista! The city that hangs! Zista! Zista! The city with fangs!
Oh, I'm rocking out, man. I'm so happy.
And then I'm just.
And then just you know that guitar thing people do at the end, just.
I'm like just cheesing. I go.
That was fucking awesome. No, it was fucking awesome.
Okay, it wasn't fucking awesome. It was fucking awesome. Oh my
So
God.
so many people on the surface of the city just play normal music. We like to be anything but normal.
That sounds exactly like our group that may or may not almost died.
Normality is a myth.
No, I meant the explosion part, dumbass.
Callum, you can cut in at any time. I feel like we sometimes cut you off, but if you have comments, just go ahead and say them.
No, you're good. You just watch the hipsters.
Okay.
Yeah, weird is cool, man.
Jasper sits back down. That's a little original we came up with called All But What's Promised.
So you all wrote that together?
Yeah. We've been traveling for 2 years, but before that we formed a band for about 4 years in this Zista. There's I wouldn't get too involved with it, but there is an Undercity. That's where we play. We call ourselves the Sub-City Ravens.
There's an Undercity on the floating city? Now ain't that interesting? I'm sorry, I had to say it. It just comes out, man. I can't stop it.
I don't know if it's literally underground.
They do know me. I don't know me.
It's probably not literally underground.
And Kalia.
We met him yesterday.
Kalia lays on her stomach. She turns over and she's like, "You don't know who you are. That sounds interesting."
It is, but it's a lot harder to explain than you'd think.
He really does not know who he is.
It's very difficult. Like some people are like, I don't know who I am.
He's
philosophical bullshit.
He's told us how he's woken up, like, right? Like we
Yesterday
know.
was our first day.
He hasn't.
Oh, well then you have to explain.
I guess I shall explain, everyone. I'll put the sword away.
Let's hear the story, shall we?
Well, it's not really a very long story, to be honest. So yesterday, I woke up and was like, the fuck's going on? A mouse told me my name.
The day of the preservation celebration, you will.
Sorry, no, it's 2 days. Hasn't it been?
Yes.
Sorry, it's been 2 days. I lose track, okay? It's been long 2 days.
It's been 2 months?
Yeah, it feels like it. But I woke up, was very confused, grabbed my stuff that was in the chest, was told by a mouse, which sounds even crazier than the story started off as, who I was.
All of them have a very, very non-belief, confused
and me
face
too.
on.
I'm like,
You guys look very skeptical, but look how much truth I'm telling. This is where I'm at. I'm sorry.
Can I just
roll a persuasion check.
Can I
This
out
is gonna
loud
be a
like,
1.
Wait, hey, can I out loud just be like, the mouse that went with Nock earlier
Yeah.
told you what your name is?
It does talk, but only to me.
Roll a
I probably
persuasion.
shouldn't tell you guys that.
Roll a persuasion check.
I mean, I like the mouse. It
That's
helps me
7.
dig.
What
Plus?
plus 4?
6. Or, yeah, 11.
Yeah,
They
I don't know, I
seem
kinda
skeptical
like
of your story, but they think you believe it.
I
then
definitely
suddenly-
do believe it because it's real life. I'm sorry, everyone.
And suddenly the mouse just climbs up on your shoulder and just sitting there.
Yeet my mouse friend.
That's what we all just
Does
looked
your
at
Does your mouse have a name?
I'll ask him. Do you have a name?
I've told you my name already.
I'd forget things very easily.
I don't know why I chose you.
So much sass. I'm smiling. A false, big, stupid smile at the mouse.
My name. You can tell people my name is Bolt.
Oh, I knew that. Even I knew that.
I'm stupid.
You didn't know that.
Well,
Having short-term memory problems, plus also forgetting your entire life prior to this point, very difficult. His name is Bullet. He is Bolt. Cool.
Bullets don't exist.
That's funnier.
His name's Bolt.
My name is Bracket. Brackets in terms of the existence of quote
Bracket
bracket.
and Bolt.
No, but the reason I'm called Bracket is
No,
my
because
name
that's
is a
also
bracket.
for fighting. You have your brackets.
Well, I know, but I'm talking about
It's like his name's in
my name
brackets.
is Bracket
So-
because it doesn't exist.
So bracket. So I don't think we caught everybody's names here yet.
But you're correct.
Zane says. in terms
I'm
of-
Jinrash.
I'm Kyren.
I'm Nock.
Thank you.
That's
Naresh.
Naresh.
Naresh is an awesome bard. He's the coolest bard, promise
So
you.
if you
Coolest
just
dude, goodest dude ever.
and Zane just
Goodest.
so if you just woke up 2 days ago, how'd you guys all meet?
I met him by happenstance, as they call it. I'm making up words. This is really fun.
She's been my best friend for a very long time.
Yeah,
So you guys all just met at the festival?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Once again, happenstance with
We
the
met
three
them
of us.
kind of on the outskirts of the festival.
On our way in.
On our way in.
They
No,
kind
no,
of
that's a lie.
stayed
We
at the
met
same
in the
inn
inn.
that we went to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We met at
See,
the
I'm
inn together.
messing
We
everything
just kind of
up.
met them at the end.
It's been a long 2 days, man. It's all.
Lot of shit.
Then we were told to go on a quest, so that's what
And we were sent on a quest together, and now we're friends because, well,
Now
we've
we're
been
here.
through some shit.
You're on a quest.
Yep.
Jazzful says with a little laugh.
Yeah,
Why are
like
you laughing at my
it's
quest?
a real quest. I promise. Everyone ever believes us.
Stop yelling.
That's all I can do.
I know.
You know, you're very
Excitable.
upset.
I asked.
we're kind
I
of
want to know why
talented
she.
in other ways.
Okay,
than you
everyone. I
guys.
want to know why she laughed at the word quest.
Because I mean,
There's been many people who told me that they are on a quest when they come up to meet me.
Who wants to explain this quest? Because it's not me.
No, hold on.
we shouldn't explain it too
I know.
much.
I want her to explain what that means.
Because they're trying to impress her.
Oh dear.
Yeah, dude, I figured that out when
And
I
then
too.
Cleo jumps in. Yeah, because she's a and then Jazzful like
She's a
shuts her off.
No,
We're,
shutting off. What? No.
We're a very open group. You know, no, I don't know who I
I
am.
was raising my hand while everyone's like still doing it. I'm like, I want to know what she was gonna say. Please.
Knock rolls her eyes.
It's not
people
really
don't wanna
something.
I
tell
believe
you
my
their
buddy
secrets.
here wants to know.
Okay, well we just met, so I'm not gonna make you share anything you don't want to. It's fine.
Oh, she's a princess, probably.
No,
I'm
I'm
guessing it's princess.
I'm not a princess. She turns to Naresh,
Oh,
and now
God,
a
wait.
little bit angry now. She's like, I do apologize, but we need to get to the town soon. We're gonna be going to bed.
God damn it!
You pissed her off.
And
the game.
she's like, make sure the fire doesn't go out.
I'm
and
just
she goes over.
as
and
she
goes
goes
into-
over, I'm gonna sneak over to her and I'm
Fan will
just
stay
gonna be
away.
like, my friend's kind
I
of
know
an
it's never
ass.
gonna go out. How
I'm
much wood do you
sorry.
drop? But might catch the
I hope
force
you have a
on
good
fire.
night.
Good night, guys. We're sorry if we touched
And
something.
then I'm probably still just sitting
and
like crisscross, just looking around while everyone's going to find someone to sleep, and I'm like, dang,
Kalia-
I'm not tired.
Kalia follows after, and Zane's just like, sorry, she's a little touchy at times.
It's
It's
fine.
okay. I'm touchy.
I hope
all
she has
the
a
time.
good night's sleep. Hope you all do.
Anyways,
Thank you
we'll,
for meeting you all.
I'm gonna go to the go to the cart and grab my saw out of the back
Maybe
from
you
where
can
we're
trade wood.
working.
I'm gonna raise
And
my
I-
hand.
Yep.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna be wide awake. I'm not really tired.
So
If
if you
any
need
of
to talk?
you need someone to talk to, I'll be at the fire.
I'm bored you.
Zane
I
says,
need to get ready.
you know, it's kind of dangerous times. You know, we all get watches during
Yeah, I
the
can
daytime.
stay up too.
I'm gonna stay up for the first. So.
Who did?
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
I'm gonna
Zane.
actually
I'll
build
all
a
night.
little
I
kind of
got the
fire
Elven
then.
not having a sleep thing.
Yes, yeah. We as a group are pretty useful in terms of that not sleeping bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell Zane. I'll be like, I'll
we
sit
don't
with
all
you
have
because
to be
I
up.
am not going to bed yet.
Well, I wasn't gonna go to bed. I'm crafting something for the fire before we go to bed.
So the fire stays
All right.
light.
Yeah.
So what are you crafting?
I'm
were you
gonna
starting
build
to
a,
craft?
what's called a fire log.
Okay.
So I take a log, I cut a cross into
Got
it.
several slits and several slits.
No,
into
just two. You cut so it's a cross, and then we put the fire in the top, and it burns.
it. Slow.
Yeah, it'll burn almost all night.
Okay.
And build a couple of them, and then you can even cook on it.
Alright, I'll say that you're able to get that done pretty quickly and everything. You move the fire, you get the fire onto that, and it starts burning for the night. So who's staying up for the first watch, and who's going to bed?
I guess I'll go to bed.
I'll stay up.
I'll go to bed.
So many people are awake.
Alright, so we have
I'll sleep.
4 people with Zane staying up.
Oh, never mind. I'll go to sleep.
I'm going to bed.
Oh,
I'm gonna sleep.
I'll
You
stay
stay
up.
up with Zane.
Okay. So who's staying?
I'm
you're
staying up.
So you're gonna stay up with Zane.
Well,
Alright.
that's a
Well,
given.
duh.
So everybody,
Come on, Casey's computer, you're an
so
asshole.
Brackett and Naresh, roll perception checks for your first watch.
These dice hate me.
I got 17.
Plus
4. No.
2. 10. This has been pretty consistent. I'm dead center the whole day.
For a quick second, you feel like you saw you look over to your left beyond the trees, and there's a rock wall up there. It's a cliff face. It goes about 40 feet up, and there's a few little areas where it just curves at the top. You can tell that it does flatten off over there, and it looks like the hills do right up to that side there. It's about, I'd say, 80 feet away from where you guys are camping. And for a second, you feel like you saw a little twinkle over there, but it quickly went away.
So it's gone away too quickly for me. Either of us to use any of our...
You did not see it, only Naresh was able to see.
Well, I'm completely fucking useless.
Okay.
Zane's just over there, he's just like strumming with his guitar, poking at the fire a little bit.
I'm gonna report that I saw something and go and investigate.
Zane's like, there's a lot of animals over here at this time. We've seen many different kinds over this area. It's probably nothing.
It didn't look like an animal. It looked like a twinkle, like a light.
No, Mr. Naresh? Do you want to go walk and investigate?
No, I think I'll be fine.
Okay. Then I shall remain here.
Mm-hmm.
With several swords. Well, 2, but that's
With
enough.
several swords.
Multiple.
You have a light one.
And
That's all that matters.
as Naresh gets up to start walking over there, you guys notice there's clouds forming overhead.
Looks like it might rain, just as a warning.
Alright, so you go start walking over towards the wall?
Hey, Brian.
Yep.
Does rain count as running water?
No.
That'd be kind of
Thank God.
broken.
Yeah. That'd be... Sorry guys, it's raining. Can't help you. Sorry.
Ow, 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 ow.
You are on your own.
So,
Going inside the tent.
so you start approaching the rock wall. So what are you doing? Are you going around it, up the hillsides that curve around, or are you trying to attempt to climb the rock wall?
I don't attempt to, I just do it.
Okay.
By the way, at camp, I'm trying to learn guitar from Zane.
So Zane does start trying to show you the strings and everything.
Yeah.
You have no instrument, you just have your sword.
Or that's all I can do.
But
That's fine.
He laughs a little bit, but he's humoring you and just showing you the ways
That's
to
because I
hold
want to learn. If I had a guitar, I would try. I promise. She took the ukulele. We can't practice.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
I should have asked politely, but I failed.
And so you climb up to the top, and you climb over one corner, and you're now at the top. The rock wall does, the rock surface does continue for a little bit, but then it does flatten out to a hill. Roll
yours
one more
broken?
perception check.
Alright. I got the same. I got a 17.
Okay. You look around in the area, and there are a few little dips in the hill, but there are no humans or any type of creatures around in the area that you can see. It looks like there's some like bushes in those little dips, but there's no humans or anybody around.
Okay. Can I go in and be stealthy, get close to the ground and start stalking around in the bushes and try to see if I can find maybe a piece of metal or glass in the area that may have been sparkling with the firelight or something? Maybe that is what I saw?
Roll a stealth check.
Okay. I got stealth. I got an 18.
Alright. So you believe you're moving pretty stealthily. And
I
then
believe it.
yeah. And then also roll one more investigation check.
I should have got a sword.
No.
Why not?
Ooh, nat 20. Fucking right.
No.
Nat 20. Roll a D1000.
Mm.
Ah, yeah.
If we find another propane tank, I'll be the most excited person in all of history.
So roll a first percentile, one by itself, and then tell me what that is. Then roll the second percentile, and then the D10.
So it's a 70, a 10, and a 4.
Oh, this is clearly a keychain sword. That makes me sad.
This actually works out perfectly. I love it.
Oh no.
Alright, so you're investigating, and inside one of the bushes, you look in there, and you find a little pouch that was near the rock wall, one of those little ditches there. And in the pouch, you can see some coins had fallen out, but they're not any coins you've seen before. They're not gold coins. They're not silver coins. They are silver and they are bronze, but they're not silver, gold, or bronze coins like you've seen. They've been embroidered with something different.
But you can't read the script.
You cannot read
What
the script.
does that mean?
You take the bag and start looking at the coins through it.
Yeah.
Alright, on one of them there is a bronze coin that fits in your hand, and there's a picture of a man who's facing in one direction.
Oh my god, he found American money!
It's American money. It's a fucking penny.
You found a penny!
There's a few of these, and they have characters on them, again, that you can't read. Some of them are different in some areas, and you flip it over to the back, and on the back there seems to be a building of some sort that look like they have pillars.
He found our money.
That's hilarious. Okay.
There's other ones.
Oh, I found a pouch of American money.
There's another one, a silver coin that's a little bit thicker than the one you found before, with a man facing the opposite direction, more words that you can't read, and on the back a different building with pillars on it.
To the audience, he found pennies, nickels.
You found another small silver coin. It's smaller than both the ones you found before. A man facing the same direction as the other silver one. More coins. More words you can't read, and then the back, it seems like there's a torch and some kind of plant life surrounded by other words you can't read. And then there is one other one other coin that you do see.
No, we don't need.
That's also silver, looking in one direction. We kept that up this whole time. Wow, we should have just switched it. Oh,
yeah, hindsight's 20/20.
And then again, there's other words you can't read, and then on the back of it, there seems to be. It looks like an eagle of sorts.
Cool. Okay, so American money.
Yeah, right there.
Pouch of American money that has no use here.
You have no idea what this bag
that's
is.
a lie. The copper's still copper.
You've never seen these types of coins
what
before.
Year it's made.
What year is the copper?
You can't.
We can't read it.
It's in a language none of you guys understand.
I'm asking, like, in terms of context of
yeah,
us as
like,
people.
You have no idea.
Is it pre-1975?
You have no idea.
Can we figure that out?
Learn how to read English.
Dip my socks.
So basic is it?
Interrupting the stream. My socks are chihuahuas dressed up as tacos.
Woo!
We have no wizard. We can't comprehend languages.
Do I gain the benefits of a long rest throughout the night?
At the end of a long rest, you get the benefits of a long rest. So nobody hit that button until I say the long rest is completed.
Oh yeah, I was just asking.
Why are you transitioning?
Yet again, Asia has to use the potty. I have to pee.
Alright, so you found that one bag, and then as soon as you pick it up and start investigating it, you feel the drops start falling from the sky, and it does start to begin to drizzle.
Cool.
You look around in the area one more time, you see those other ditches with bushes,
but
there was nothing that you found up here. You checked that one ditch and you found this bag of coins.
Nice. I'm going to keep the coins to bring back and show the group.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit fascinated by them.
Okay. So you get back to the group and you find You find Brackett and Zane. Zane's just laughing as Brackett starts like trying to play the guitar on his sword. He's very amused by it.
I'm having fun. That's what I do. I'm only here for fun, guys.
I'm asleep.
I'm supposed to have a purpose, but I don't know what it is. So.
As you approach the group,
the mouse is probably rolling its eyes so hard it's gonna die.
Yes.
As you approach the group, what do you say?
I'm like, guys, I think. Well, the sparkling went away, but I found this pouch full of like mysterious money.
Mysterious money. Let me see.
That's cool, I guess.
Can I see some of them?
Oh,
Zane's.
dang.
I just toss you. I toss you the pouch.
Zane catches it and he pours a few out in his hand. He's like, huh. Maybe this is from some
Other place.
northeastern town. We didn't travel up there, so.
Northeastern town.
Yeah,
From the northeast.
there's some towns in the northeast.
No, this is real life Conlon making this joke from the northeast.
Yeah, maybe that terminology exists, northeastern town.
I know, but the joke of it's from the northeast because that's where America was founded. Isn't done. Wait, is there a P? Is it the Pennsylvania Mint or is it? Oh, what's the other one? Is it Delaware?
You don't know any letters.
So
real life Conlon knows this information.
Zane holds up what we all know is a quarter to you and turns around. He's just like, hey, Mister doesn't remember anything about his past. Trigger any memories?
Let me hold them.
And he hands over the bag.
I'm guessing this is nothing like
Your-
angelic either.
Bolt comes out and looks at it as well.
This is my dude.
Just sniffs in. It's,
Like-
again, not anything I've seen myself.
I'm gonna pull out my existing pieces,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna pull out a copper one and a silver one,
Mm-hmm.
and feel how they feel compared to the copper and the silvers.
The copper and the silver pieces feel a little bit bulkier. They're a little bit bigger with they have some center hollow
They're less
parts cut
refined.
out.
Fine, yes.
Yes, and the other ones are a little bit lighter. The ones from the bag that Naresh actually gave you seem to have like little ridges at the end, like it's been like worked
Machined.
properly. Yes. Callum found a bag of coins.
Oh, no,
American
I was
coins,
here for that.
and they went through all of it and everything.
Here's a picture up for quarters.
Mhm. Yep. Oh, I had to be able to describe
I
it.
know, he's describing them by looking at pictures of them.
Yeah, I
Well,
want to
I'm
make sure I'm
feeling the weight of
accurate.
the quarter versus the silver piece. Because
The silver
old
piece is-
quarters used to be made out of silver.
Silver piece is bulkier and it's a little bit it's heavier, but the quarter isn't too far behind.
Okay, I'm like, well, they're made out of the same material, I think. They're just clearly machined. Do I know the term machined?
There are machines, but nothing like.
Are the machines that
pulleys.
machine metal? Yes, there are things that machine metal. 'Cause swords exist. Okay, so
But that's all.
machining
That's,
exists.
there are machines, but nothing that can do as
This
quite
precision.
fine precision as that.
Well, technically, the gears and stuff I have would be very precise. Whatever, not important. I would say they seem to be very well machined, probably beyond what anyone in this area can do.
Maybe they're worth something. I mean, they look like they're pretty unique.
Well, they're clearly coins of some kind.
Money's money.
Yeah, Naresh, here, take them back. I toss them back to Naresh.
And you now have a bag of coins.
Completely useless currency.
Bag of American
You
coins.
gonna go to sleep?
No,
You sure?
All right.
no.
So the rest. So
Honesty.
the rest of your watch goes without a hitch. Zane goes off to bed, and if you want to gain the benefits of a long rest,
I'm
you
gonna
do
take a
move
long
off.
rest.
And
So
you do
who's
have
waking up?
to
I'm
sleep.
gonna wake you up.
To sleep as a paladin, you do have to take your armor
You're
off. You
waking
can't sleep in your
I
heavy
know.
armor.
You're
So
waking
you take
up.
your heavy
I'm
armor
gonna
off.
wake Nock up then. So you can sleep right now.
All right, so Nock, you're up.
Yeah.
All right, Kalia will get up for the other rest as well. And
Do I see that
Oh,
Kalia
God,
wakes
does
up?
that mean I'm up with the
Mhm.
blue? I'm up with
Okay,
the
I
other
see
one.
Kalia. Tell some good stories for me.
Oh, Jesus
and
Christ.
Naresh, you're staying up, or are you feigning to
overestimate
meditate
her.
like a high dark elf is supposed to?
I'll
No.
feign
I want her
meditation
to
for the 4 hours.
Okay, so you're up alone with Kalia. Roll a perception check for your watch.
Okay.
Click long rest.
13.
Not yet. Remember, you have to finish your
Yeah.
long rest before you gain the benefits of it.
Oh, in case I get woken up. Okay.
Yep. 13.
13. Okay. So as you begin your watch, everything's quiet at first. Is there anything that you
That's why I told
want to
Mara
talk
I'd
about
take
with
my
Kalia?
armor off.
So, was Clea the vocalist? Or
She's the
the
drummer.
drummer.
With the
Mhm.
green pigtails.
Green pigtails, looking.
I'm just gonna be like. So I hope we didn't offend your friend too much earlier.
She'll get over it. She no.
No, don't tell
no.
us. Don't tell us.
I can be a bit of a blabbermouth.
It's okay.
Oh, this person sounds perfect.
Look at him.
Mm.
This
No.
person sounds
I don't
exactly
wanna
the
know.
kind of person
Okay.
I need to talk to.
All right.
I don't want.
You don't want to know? I will not tell you.
If
Well,
she
it's a
doesn't
good thing
want
I'm
me
not
to know,
there.
Yeah, it's a good thing you know.
Because I would blabber.
If she doesn't want me to know, I don't want to.
She's a better person than
I
I
am,
am.
by the
Kinda
way,
my
in case
creep.
anyone's wondering, I'm cuddling
She,
with both my swords.
She did save me and Zane, though.
Yeah, I mean, people save each other, you know?
No, like, from being murdered.
Oh. Okay. By who? Or what?
Like we
Oh.
said, there's an Undercity.
Yeah.
It's
Sketch.
you gotta make sure you. Let's just say they don't follow the laws. Just so you know, Naresh, you can hear all this. You're just feigning meditation and everything. So.
Yep.
Laws don't really apply down there, and they're very particular about who gets down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zane and I, we didn't even know Jazz,
Oh.
and we got caught down there.
Mm.
They send you floating.
If you find
That's
me
what they
swords,
say if you
carry
get
two
caught
swords with me while I'm
without
sitting
any
here this
permission to
entire
go down there.
session every time.
We are hanging above a lake, so
Yeah, it's kind of easy
and
to.
then just makes
Sword one,
motion,
sword two,
whoosh,
sword two, sword one, sword two.
sploosh. But Jaswell did vouch for us. She didn't even know us, and she saved us.
Sounds decent.
Is she a pirate?
You whisper that, and Kalia looks over. Are you eavesdropping?
He's kind of weird.
I'm staying completely silent after that.
Roll a deception check.
Oh, what?
Deception check.
I hope he fails it.
He has a lot in deception.
Okay, I rolled nat 14 plus my 8.
See, that's a 22.
Okay.
22.
Absurd.
She rolled a 14 as well, so you did get ahead of her with your abilities, and she's just like, you can roll a perception. So let's try to have heard that. Or actually, what that wouldn't be perception; it'd be insight to go through his deception.
Insight. 15. That's not high enough.
Both you guys don't really.
You
You
glance
thought
over
you
and
thought it
okay.
happened from him, but he seems to just be in that trance, and Clea just turns back to you. Did you hear that?
I think he might be talking in his sleep.
And in the distance, you can hear.
Does it sound like the same type of hoot that I'm familiar with, or is it?
It does
a
not, but
little
it sounds
quieter?
like some
It
nighttime
sounds-
animals.
It
Okay.
sounds like an owl.
Well, I'm asking if it sounds like a loud owl.
Brian.
So I'm just gonna say to her, you know,
Swords.
they all mean well. They're all kind of new to talking to people, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, your friend Clint. She turns to you again. She's like,
What did he say this time?
she's like, it's not my fault. She turns again. She's just looking. Hey. She's waiting for a response from you again.
I open my left eye.
You're eavesdropping? It's fine. I'm blabbermouth. I would have told you anyway.
I like her.
You want to join us over here then, if you're not even sleeping?
I think he meditates. Right? Is that a thing you do?
Yeah, it's an elven thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Elves meditate to sleep.
focus on that. But if you listen in, it's whatever.
Whatever. Fine.
And I'm gonna
That's the
kind of
sword I got.
whisper to her and be like,
Minus the carvings of it.
he's pretty nice, but he's also kind of useless.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Unknown Chinese
And-
characters, we don't know what they mean.
You don't hear it.
I want to roll a perception check to see if I did hear it.
Okay, I'll roll a stealth check.
All right.
Alright.
Fuck. 10 total.
Perception?
Damn it, my stealth's really high too.
I got an 8 total. You whispered.
Hey!
All right. And as this is going on, because of your perception for the night,
Yeah.
you hear some low growls.
Oh god. I immediately take off my bow.
You look around in your surroundings, and behind
Ooh, I like
two
that.
trees over here, and two trees over here, and in the front, there seems to be two sets of mastiffs on each time walking towards, and then you just hear and an arrow flies down and lands right next to your fire.
Kyren!
I'm awake.
Does this wake the rest of us up? Her screaming.
You look around, and as through the rain, you can see on top of the cliffs, and the hills beside you, there are rows of men just standing up there with arrows, and everybody starts to arise, get out of their tents.
I think I would fire at the
I've
one
not
that
put-
fired at me.
Mm-hmm.
Probably immediately.
Make an attack
I
roll.
will take time. I have to put the
Okay,
armor on.
considering.
Nat 20!
Oh shit!
29 total.
All right,
To
roll,
hit.
roll the hit.
Rolled out her nat 20.
That is my to hit. So 8 plus 9 damage.
All right,
I
There's
will take
one-
time.
there's one up on the cliff, and you hit him in the shoulder, and you just hear and then you hear a
Oh
voice.
wait, that's times 2 though, because it's a nat 20. So
Alright.
it's 8 plus 5. So that's 13 damage. Sorry,
All right.
I forgot that nat 20s do that.
Alright, and the person you hit, it hits him and he falls, and then you just hear a voice, "Hey!" And then you just see every single one of them has bows up.
You fired first.
Drop all your weapons, your money, or we will all fire. And you just look around, everybody's starting to get out. There's 5 people on the hill there, 5 on the other one, and now 4 remaining up on the cliff. They're all about 80 feet away from you, but they're all holding, and their dogs are in front of you, just growling.
Fine.
Okay, so I'm standing at this point. Can
Just
I be like,
stay
whoa, friends, hey, let's all just calm down. How about you tell us who you are, and we'll tell you who we are, and we'll like
Figure that junk
talk
out.
it out.
And you see one approach with, on the top of the cliff wall, he comes out from the side, wearing a green bandana with with massive next to him up there with another green bandana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems to have black hair and sort of a soul patch on the side. And as it's raining, he's just holding one more bow up, a long bow, and he's just like, "We're the Gandits of the Grasslands. Now your money and all your food."
What food? Jesus Christ.
And this is where we
Doesn't
will
exist.
end today's session.
Oh man, now I'm angry. I'm like, ugh.
I'm gonna stay underneath the cart
You guys
and
are
act
all
like I haven't moved.
okay. You guys, wherever you guys were
Yeah,
sleeping.
I think
so.
we're using the propane thing.
All right, so we had to take a little bit of a
No,
short
that's not gonna
session
work.
today, but everything will pick up. Not next week. Asia will be in Minneapolis, right?
I'll be in Minnesota.
Minnesota, that's the one.
Well,
Minnesota.
Minneapolis is in Minnesota.
Oh, well,
He
I
does
don't know
know
my
places.
states. I've never been to Minneapolis, so I don't know the
I'm
state
going
it's
to the
in.
Minnesota State Fair.
Sweet. So she's going to be having a fun time there, so we'll be picking up the following Thursday after that, right where this spot lasted. Hopefully, we don't have work in the morning afterwards, so we can
What are you
play a
talking
little
about? I
bit
always
longer.
have work.
Yeah, but you don't care.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't.
Everyone, quit your jobs.
Absolutely.
Don't go to school.
And
Don't
what was
work to
that?
better
What
yourself.
was that, Callum?
Can I try one last thing?
Just remember that to the start of next session.
Yeah, write it down.
All right.
Yep. Alright, so thank you guys for
Well, I'm
joining
glad I
us on this.
shot
This
one.
was the least disaster stream we've had so far. This went
That's a
pretty
lie.
well.
We had total audio. We had total issues in the beginning of the stream.
Well, the session seemed to be going pretty well from
The
my
session
end.
went well.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you guys, whoever was here,
Didn't have
was
to
here
roll
to
much.
enjoy. Please join us next time, and we'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
And
I'm glad I fired.
they can't hear us anymore.
Asshole.
6. Transition. Bitch.
Deserves it.
Transition. Bitch. Brian, click transition.
We'll cut this out of the actually. Where's the transition?
Oh, give me a sec. That's my fault. We're good.
So we weren't muted at all.